My man. Doing the most. Doing the most. You know I had to remix this bitch. Shout out our boy. If I get caught up in a storm, pray the rain is keep me calm. All my life I dealt with pain, see no evil cause on. Chop along just like a arm, no bitches we fucking on. Doing wrong without them knowing, I'm the GOAT if you ain't know it. And you can't go do what I've been through. Wish I had somebody I could vent to. And you can't go through what I've been through. Wish I had somebody I could vent to. I just need someone to call on. I've been making moves like Michael Corleone. I won't say that shit until it's set in stone. Bitch, don't say my name if you gon' say it wrong. I can't touch these drugs and keep my...
Yo, it's your boy CT Crusher here checking in. Just wanting to remind y'all to go subscribe to my homie Hoodie Jube for the Hoodie Jube live podcast. We talking pressing topics here for you every night of the week. Hit that ding dong bell to make sure you don't miss an upload. Come join in on the conversation. Help us expand the community. We do a lot of giveaways, give away to a lot of charities, giving away to the local children's hospital. And oh, by the way, if you want a chance to win free NFL tickets, yes, I said that, free NFL tickets, make sure you subscribe and hit the ding so you don't miss a chance to win free NFL tickets. Peace out.
Your time is up, our time is now. Say hoodie, you can't see us, our time is now. You hear me? Hoodie Jube in the building shining now. You can't see us, our time is not at all. Your time is up, our time is not. Say hoodie, you can't see us, our time is not. You hear me? Hoodie Jube in the building shining now. That NO, you can't see us, our time is not. Saints going to the Super Bowl, talking black and gold. Cameron Jordan on the field, about to take a QB soul. Alvin Kamara break a tackle, so you know he bold. Mike Thomas catching everything, so you know he cold. The defense elite, D. Davis coming through the line, boy, take a seat. Lattimore in the backfield, so you know that's me. Them boys with the Florida leaves, yeah, they gon' eat. Yeah, he talking Pyromatic, we talking Marcus May. We in the backfield, we gon' make them pay. Them boys hitting hard, they need an X-ray. Yeah. We talking black and gold. 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 Straight to the Super Bowl. Your time is up. Our time is now. Say hoodie, you can't see us. Our time is now. Woo. Hoodie Jube in the building. We shining now. We shining. You can't see us. Our time is now. You hear me? Your time is up. Our time is now. Woo. You can't see us, our time is now. Say hoodie, Hoodie Jube in the building, we shining now. You can't see us, our time is now.
Hoodie Jube!
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Hoodie Jube, and we back with another live podcast. And if y'all don't know, y'all will know. There's no YouTube without your boy Hoodie Jube, y'all. How is everybody doing tonight, man? I'm doing this fine over here, man. Ready to chat it up with everybody over here, man. And yes, man. Tonight is gonna be Q&A's, man. Where we're gonna ask me the questions, I'm gonna answer y'all questions, and also the main topic of tonight's is basically, can the Saints make history, man? Because we get to play all of the Birds teams, and other teams that have played all the Birds teams has never accomplished to beat our Bird teams in one season. Can the Saints make history this year and be the first team to accomplish that by beating all the Bird teams? I say yes, the Saints can, man. I think the Saints can beat the Falcons twice. I think we can beat the Cardinals. I think we can beat the Ravens. I think we can beat the Seahawks, man. And like I was saying, I really do think we can beat all the Birds teams. I think we have decided to do it, especially the defense and the offensive power to do it all. So I would like to know everybody else. Just do y'all think in the chat? Do y'all think the New Orleans Saints gonna make history? Do y'all think they can make it this year by beating the Bird team, man? Which is the Falcons, the Seahawks, the Cardinals, the Ravens, and who's the fifth team I'm thinking of? Or is that it? Hold on. So I know you got the, let's see, hold on, I'll give you 1 second. Because I know we got the Ravens. But yeah, also comment down in the chat. Let me know if y'all think we can beat all the teams. Let me look real quick. So yeah, the Cardinals, the Eagles, the team I'm missing out. Cardinals, Eagles, Ravens, Falcons, and Seahawks. Can we defeat those teams? I say yes. I say the Saints do have a shot at beating all of those teams, man. But who that to everybody in the chat? Let me give a shout out to everybody up in here, man. And then, like I said, just put your questions in the chat tonight. It's questions and answers, man. We're gonna answer those Q&A tonight, man. Who that to my boy Mashed Up Podcast? Who that to you? We got Traquan Smith in the building. Who that to you? We got J504. Who that to you? We got Miss Megan in the building. Who that, and go Hawks to you as well. Brian Pearson. Who that to you? We got Eric Wallace. Who that to you? We got Pickett and Flickett in the building. Who that to you? We got Mr. Jerry, the old freaking G in the building, man. Who that to you? We got Pammy Whammy in the building, man. Who that to you? Miss Pammy Whammy. Who that to King Nepp in the building, man. Who that to you, King Nepp? So who that to all my Who That Nation, man, and all the other people who ain't part of the Who That, like Miss Megan and y'all. Who that to y'all? So the question is, can the Saints make history this year by beating all the Bird teams and being the first team ever to accomplish that? I say yes, we can. Let me name the teams, and I'm going to tell you who. Falcons, we play them twice a year. That's easily a yes, we can beat them. Ravens, I say yes, their defense is pretty good. It's probably like a top 5 defense, but their offense is nothing right now. They have no receivers besides Mark Andrews. So that's easily a W for us as well. The Cardinals, man, the Cardinals ain't, been the same. Like, ever since they got D-Hop, they're just not that team right now. D-Hop's going to be suspended, I think, for the first 6 games, and he'll be back when he plays us. But we'll see how that team, is performing by the time they play us. I say we can beat the Cardinals as well. The Eagles, man, the Eagles beat us the last 2 times. So a lot of people are saying, I don't know, maybe the Eagles, I don't know about beating the Eagles. But you got to realize, y'all, the Eagles only beat us twice the last few years because why? We had our starting quarterback out. Drew Brees was out with an injury, so Taysom Hill played. Last year, James Winston was out, so you had Taysom Hill playing again. So, Trevor Siemian playing now. My bad, because Taysom Hill was hurt as well. So people got to realize that the reason why the Eagles beat us the last few times was because we was injured. So as long as we healthy when we play the Eagles, I feel like we can accomplish that and beat all Bird teams. And the last team is the Seahawks, and I think we can beat the Seahawks. Sorry, Miss Megan, but I think we can beat your Seahawks because they are kind of like in the rebuild mode, looking for rebuild. Also, who that to normal guy? I see normal guy in the building, man. Who that to you? But like I said, anybody got any questions, put them in the chat, man. That's what we're going to do. We're going to answer those for you. I'm also going to put the link in the chat for anybody that would like to come on and chat it up. Like always, man, you're more than welcome to come chat it up with me. So let me put that in the post real quick. Alrighty, y'all. Got it in there for y'all. Mr. Jerry said, hey, Hoodie Jube, how do you like your new place? How do I like it? I love it. Because this is my old safe room, basically. This is my old room that I used to sleep in. And, got all my Saints fan heads. Like I was saying, I got my Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara, you name it. I got all the fat heads on the walls. I get to hang up my James Winston poster, which is right behind me, man. I got my LED lights hanging up on the walls like I used to. Got my big screen TV so I can watch the game, talk to y'all. Got my little TV on the side over here that I can, read the comments that are a little bit easier to read, because it's on the big screen instead of the laptop screen. So, yeah, man, I love it. I just love it being here. So with that, to everybody that is here tonight, like I said, I got the link in the chat. Anybody wants to come on, chat it up with me, I'm more than welcome. And like I said, tonight is the Q&A. So make sure y'all put y'all questions in here, and I'll answer those for you if y'all have any questions in here. And by the way, let's bring on the lady all the way from Australia. She is all the way from Australia. She is the Seahawks fan. So let's bring her on, Miss Megan. How you doing, Miss Megan?
Hey, how are you, Hoodie? No chance against the Eagles.
What?
Sorry.
You don't think we can beat the Eagles?
Look, I don't think it's going to be a blowout. If there are look, to start off with, I'll give you the Seahawks. That's one win you'll get. Eagles, I don't see it. Happy to be proven wrong. Ravens, the Ravens are my second team. But I think those two will give you the best chance of not getting the history-making win against all bird teams. Everyone else, I agree with. Falcons, Cards, us, yeah. But I don't see it against the Eagles. Yeah, granted, you did have Drew Brees out, as you said.
Yep, and we didn't have Jameis last year either.
And you did have Jameis, yeah.
You don't have your starting QB and you're playing against a team with no starting QB.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be hard. If I had to choose out of the Eagles v. Ravens, who's going to beat you, it's the Eagles. As much as I love the Ravens, I think the Ravens may beat you, but they're like the Seahawks. They're in a bit of a state of flux at the moment. But yeah, sorry, you're not getting all the big teams. As I said, I will give you the Seahawks. I will definitely give you the Falcons. Like, if by some miracle they should beat you, I will fall down dead. Not going to happen. You will take them. But yeah, I don't think. Sorry, Pammy. I love you too, but the Eagles have got you. I don't think it's going to be like a 30-point win or a 20-point win. I think it'll be a handful of points, but I don't see you beating them. As I said, I could be wrong, given that you do have Jameis and you have one hell of a team. But sorry. As I said, I'll give you the Seahawks, but Ravens and Eagles will be the interesting ones, I think, for me.
Gotcha. For the Ravens, I think we can beat them. Yeah, they got a good defense, but their offense ain't really not right now. They've got
that's what I'm saying. If I had to pick between the Eagles and Ravens as the one who could beat you, yeah, the Ravens are my second best team behind the Hawks, but I would give it to the Eagles. As I said, I don't think it'll be a double-digit win for you. I think it'll be less than 10 points win. But if I had to pick a bird team that has the best chance, I'm really liking the Eagles. Chief?
Yep, we got Chiefs in the clutch. Who that to you? Oh, we got one more person that's about to hop on with us, so let me bring that person on as well. And I tell everybody this person is the easiest person to bring on by just clicking the video. Y'all know who it is, man.
It is the OG. The bear is excited.
The OG, right? The old freaking G. The one who's going to bring those subscribers to you. Jerry.
Oh, how I have missed that sound not. Love you, OG.
I'm back, y'all.
The bear is in the house for you, OG. The bear is in the house, y'all.
Yes, what's up? What's up?
Yes, sir. What's up, Jerry? How you doing?
Doing good, Hoodie. How about you, Megan and Pete? G-A-B, baby!
Yeah, not doing too bad, OG. Coming off a rather nasty 4-week migraine, which your siren didn't help. But yeah, doing well.
Good. Now I heard you were saying about us not beating Baltimore or Philadelphia. You never know.
I think they'll be good games. But Hoodie's question was, will the Saints beat all the bird teams? No, is my answer. I gave him the Seahawks, but look, It could happen, but if you're asking me today what I think today, OG, no. If there are two teams out of the Bird teams, aside from the Seahawks, who I'd really love to see beat you, but it's not going to happen. To beat you, I'd have the Eagles over the Ravens, and the Ravens are my second team. That's just my opinion. And look, I could be badly wrong, and you could, take every Bird team 10 times over. But just on what I'm feeling today, that's just.
Yeah, I'll take your word.
And you better believe, whether I'm in Seattle or LA and the Eagles pitch you, I'm coming on live wherever I am in the world to say, told you so. Just letting you know. And then conversely, if you beat the Eagles, I'm staying off all social media for a long time. No, I kid.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You got that part. You got that point right.
I think.
But like I say, anything can happen. I mean, we might beat all the birds. I mean,
it wouldn't actually. If I was being 100% honest with you, Jerry, it wouldn't surprise me if you did end up beating all the Bird teams. But as I said, where I'm sitting now, my answer to Hoodie's original question is: can the Saints do it? No, and the two teams I believe are the main threats, if you want to call them that, to me, are Philadelphia and Baltimore. But hey, if it happens, it happens, and it'll be brilliant. If it happens, I don't see it. Convince me. People in the chat convince me I'm wrong, and
I'm gonna tell you my reason why I think we're gonna beat them all. Falcons, the Falcons is the rivalry team, and that's the team we play every year. We always beat them at least once.
Same with the 49ers for us. Always pairs at least once.
So it's like y'all 49ers rivalry. Then we play y'all, and then remember, like y'all in rebuild mode. And if you look at the Bird teams,
that's why this is the only year I'll give you beating the Seahawks to you, Hoodie.
Yeah, okay, y'all in rebuild mode, so just think of that. And all the teams that are basically the easy teams, like Cardinals and all of them, those are all basically coming like early. By the time we play the Ravens and the Eagles, it's towards, like late mid / towards the end of the season where we're going to be already, the team chemistry will be there. We'll be ready. We'll be hoping to be healthy again for the playoffs and stuff like that. So I think we'll be on our team chemistry. We're going to be doing good. And they got to be playing the Eagles week 1, and it's our first time seeing this offense. I think Eagles are the last team we played. I think they said at the end of the season. So
I would just also add to that, you want to be careful if you play. I didn't realize you played the Eagles so late. You want to keep an eye on your injuries.
Yeah, and that's the start of 2023 when we played.
When do you have them exactly? Because I'm thinking if you've got them late, you're going to be. I'm not saying, and again, I don't wish Jameis injured, but if he or any of your big players go down, again, more of a chance I'd be backing the Eagles.
Yeah,
let's see.
And you got to understand, and Hoodie brought up a good point because, and you're right, Hoodie. That New Orleans and Atlanta are a rival, straight up.
Oh yeah, as I said, on par with the 49ers and Seahawks.
Just like with your Seahawks and your 49ers. Yeah, I mean those guys hate each other, but they respect one another.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we play. Let's see, Falcons week 1. We play y'all week 5. We play Cardinals week 7. Then we play the Ravens week 9, and then we play the Eagles week 17, which is like the second last team.
Oh, that's a big gap between. Who was it? The Ravens.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Well,
so this is time to prepare. This is time to get chemistry together and everybody rolling in.
Well, but again, it also gives you 10, 11 weeks to have all your players, and I don't never wish anyone injured, but keep in mind that, but then again, it gives the Eagles enough time to get their players injured too, I guess.
Yeah.
But I take your point about the chemistry. If your chemistry is not cooking by week 17,
something's wrong.
It's something seriously wrong there.
Yeah. But I wanted to ask Megan this question right here, and me and you talked about it, but I want to ask her this question.
Sure.
Megan, when is the last time that like your Seahawks play against the Cardinals, the 49ers, and the Rams to start off
Interestingly enough,
the first 3 weeks of the season? When the
interestingly
last time you
enough,
seen that happen?
I couldn't tell you the last time it happened, but interestingly enough, the Cardinals game at Lumen in week 6 is the game I'll be at live. I couldn't tell you without looking it up, Jerry, and I'll look it up to answer the question.
Because to me,
but that's a fair question. That's a fair question. But I am going to be at the week 6 Cardinals game with Brandon Kane and a stadium full of screaming 12s when I'm in Seattle on the 13th of October. But that's a good question. As I said, I'd have to look it up. We usually, I'm pretty sure, and every 12 will correct me when I'm wrong, I'm sure, we usually get the Cardinals within the first 6 to 8 weeks. I don't think we play not that I can remember. Oh, no, last year we had a late game with them. I think it was 14 or 15.
Yeah, the reason why I ask you that, Megan, because to me, that never ever happened. With the New Orleans Saints playing your 3 rivals to start off the season. I mean, you got your Falcons in Atlanta, you got your Buccaneers in New Orleans, and then you got the Panthers in Charlotte. To me, that never ever happened. I never seen that before. I don't know if other teams do it, but this particular topic right here,
I don't know.
The first
That's
time
a
I've seen
great
it.
question, Jerry.
This is the first time I've seen it, straight up.
I think you could be right. Again, I've only really been following the Seahawks like religiously since 2010 when Coach Carroll came. It may have happened before I was really paying attention to it, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But that's very true, Eugene, and that's what I'm saying. Every team at that back end of the year needs to be careful of their injuries. That's exactly right. I don't know, OG, you've got me thinking. I don't recall it happening since I've been paying attention. That's not to say that I have paid attention as religiously with the Seahawks as you guys do with the Saints, because we've only really had the kind of coverage you guys have had all your lives in the last few years.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But that's going to bug me till I look it up. I'll look it up and let you know. That's really going to annoy me. But that's a great question. I can't recall off the top of my head for the Seahawks, but OG, you've already annoyed me by saying that the no, I kid because I gave you the Seahawks.
It's just a thought. I mean, that came across my mind because, like I said, it never happened, and I'm sure Hoodie said the same thing.
I don't recall it happening.
I mean, it never happened. I mean, you're facing your 3 rivals to start to open up the football season. That I just never seen that before.
I'm just trying to think off the top of my head last year because we've had. See, our main rival is, of course, the 49ers, as we call them. And they keep telling us they're going to beat us, but we've had them 4 times in 2 years, so I'm not holding my breath. I don't recall it happening, OG, but I would have to look up the records to verify.
Do that. I mean,
I will because it's gonna drive the band.
Look like I just get the homework to look up.
What was the question, OG? Division rivals within the first few weeks.
Yes, like weeks 1 through 3. Because, I mean.
All right, I just write that
because I'm sure Hoodie the same way, and I'm sure all the rest of the Saint fans are. when they saw the schedule come out, like facing the Falcons to open up the season. Then you got week 2 at home against the Buccaneers, and then you got week 3 in Charlotte against the Panthers. That never happened
That
before.
never happens for us.
I've
I
never
can
seen
pretty
that
much.
before.
Well, we've got the Buccaneers in Munich in November, of course, which I will be at. But yeah, I don't remember in the last 5 years having, the 49ers, as you said, that back-to-back rivals in the first 3 games. No. I've written it down to look up, and I'll let you know, OG, but I really would be struggling in recent memory to recall that. We've had it, down the down the line. We've played them.
I got you, Megan. I got you.
But yeah, you got me really thinking, and I'm struggling to find an answer in my recent memory. So I'll look it up, and I'll let Hoodie know to let you know, or put it in the comments or something.
Yeah, just keep me posted on that. That's all.
Yeah, no,
just
I will definitely look for sure.
Definitely.
Who that to you, Kevin, man? He said we should bring Latavius Murray back. Hey, I don't know how long Kamara's going to be suspended, but depending on how long he is.
Oh, that's what I wanted. Actually, Hoodie.
Yeah, what up?
You just reminded me, dude. The hearing for AK is supposed to be Tuesday your time. Have you heard that?
I thought the thing was in August. August the 1st.
No. I'm talking about the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
Hearing. No, you're right in saying the court hearing is in August.
Yeah, I know that.
But I think I saw it on Twitter, or someone messaged me that I think it was Ian Rappaport, actually. We were talking about how we don't trust anything unless it's out of the mouth of Ian or out of the Twitter account of Ian Rappaport. I think I saw it yesterday, and excuse me.
You just say he would 3-0 versus our division, no rivalry.
Yeah, it'd be a hell of a start if you got 3-0.
Our roster is definitely better than almost every single one of them, probably all of them. If you look on paper from top to bottom, we're better. Trying to think of coaches. I mean, they all got new coaches too. So I mean, you can't tell.
Let me ask you a question, Hoodie, based off.
That's a good comment right there, Eugene. I like that.
But let me ask you a question that is not going to happen, but just humor me.
Yeah.
What if it's 0-3 against your divisional rivals to start the season? Not that it's going to happen, but just go with that thought.
Ready?
Hoodie's trying to say politely there's no chance in hell of that happening, but just if Jameis Winston, God forbid, gets kneecapped walking to the stadium for the first game, God forbid. And I can see the look on Hoodie's face, like, I'm trying to think of politely how to answer that.
Yeah, so if he gets his knee taken, are you trying to say, like in week 1? I mean, it would hurt, It would hurt me. I'll probably be crying because that's my quarterback. But at the same time, we still got a reliable backup now. And Andy Dalton, who can actually start for another team if he needs to be a starter. So, I mean, I'm not too worried. But I would love Jameis back for sure because he's definitely more talented.
As I said, I hope Jameis is wrapped in cotton wool and bubble wrap and not injured. But I'm saying if, God forbid, he twists an ankle walking into the stadium, God forbid, how are you reacting? But yeah, you've got so much depth.
We definitely do. Mr. Stevens said, boys, y'all take 4,400 yards, 37 touchdowns to 13 interceptions, and a 67% completion in his first year off injury. Hell yeah.
I'd want a bit more in completion.
You want like a 70% completion on his first year back?
75% at absolute top. But given that it is his first year coming back, it's 70, 72 I'd be happy with. But
just think some quarterbacks in the NFL don't even complete 75%. Like Drew Brees, I think he topped like what 73 was the best or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anywhere sort of top mark would be 75, but that 72, 73 wiggle room, I think, would be great. But I'd even settle for 70, 71% completion for him, first year off injury.
Let's see. Mr. Eugene said, thank y'all for the love. No problem, Eugene.
No problem, Eugene.
He said 0-3 would mean a panic set. Oh, yeah, definitely would. If we started 0-3 against all our divisional rivalries, yes, that would be a panic right there.
No, it won't happen, Eugene, but I'm thinking if some outlier comes into play, like Jameis get injured.
Yes, I don't want that to happen.
I'm not a Saints fan that you've slipped to 32. I didn't tell you that, Hoodie. But yes, I don't want Jameis hurt, and I want him to have a blinding season.
David Jones said, did anybody see AK surveillance footage? No,
I saw a little bit of it.
I didn't see it all, but no.
I saw a few seconds of
But
it.
I think, but I did see Kamara and Michael Jordan. I think at some speedway. I think.
Yeah, the NASCAR. They were at the NASCAR.
The NASCARs. He's a NASCAR owner, isn't he?
Either Saturday or Sunday. Well, they showed it. I think they showed it on the Saints website or one of the I guess Twitter or Facebook or whatever. But I just saw it on the website. I mean, with him and Michael Jordan at the racetrack.
He's AK's a NASCAR owner, is he? Or something to do with NASCAR, isn't he?
Yeah,
did like a little video clip or something when he was at a NASCAR race. I think last year, I believe.
Okay.
I can't remember. I think it was last year. I have to look that up. But I'm 100% sure it's last year.
Oh, I only found out he was a NASCAR part owner. I had an interest, I think, reading it on Twitter yesterday, looking at that footage or something. So.
Steven said the reason why I would say 67% is because he'll be pushing the ball down the field. Well, I mean,
yeah, it makes sense, but
makes sense for sure.
I don't think you can expect too much from him in the first couple of games because he is coming back from injury. Particularly the first game, I think you just need to let him find his groove and then see how he goes, I think.
I mean, to be honest with you, 67%, that's definitely better than seeing some of the quarterbacks with 55, 58%. So I mean, shoot, I'll take it all day.
Oh, I don't think 67's a bad thing, and Stephen's justification is a fair thing. I just think his ability has me wanting a little bit more, maybe unfairly, for the first game back from injury, is all I'm saying. But
yeah. Mr. Eugene said, NASCAR ain't my thing, but AK is definitely a businessman to align himself with that brand.
Yep,
definitely.
Absolutely.
I'm not NASCAR either. I can't watch this car race for hours. I can't do it. Unless I'm in it, unless I'm racing myself, then maybe it would be more fun.
I come from a long line of car salesmen and businessmen, and we've had a love of motor racing my whole life. But yeah, NASCAR isn't really my bag either. But yes, it's a $1 billion brand, and if you can get in like AK did, you're going to make some coin.
Hey, everybody in the chat, make sure y'all smack that like button for you, boy, if you haven't already. And also post some questions in here. Ask us any questions y'all want to ask. If there's anything about the season or any players, it can be about other teams if they got any questions. Come on, ask some questions. It's Q&A tonight. So y'all ask the question, we answer it for y'all. Yeah. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. We got Jerry and Miss Megan on here to answer the questions as well. Oh, by the way, nobody never did comment down below like a few people did. Everybody that's in the chat, comment down below and let me know, do you think we're going to make history against the Birds team? Miss Megan said no.
I said,
anybody
no, Woody, dear boy, I didn't say no. I said, good God, hell no. Get it right.
My bad. My bad.
There's a difference between no and good God, hell no. But
Let's see. Eugene said 67% will be a top 5 quarterback performance in a typical season.
I'm a perfectionist, Eugene. Just to let you know, I'm a perfectionist, and if a QB is getting paid as much as Jameis, and rightfully so, he's got to show me he's worth it, which is why I'm saying 70. As I said, perhaps a little unfairly, given that it is his first few games back from injury. But I believe Jameis will push beyond 70 even.
Yeah. Steven said, have y'all seen Kenny Stills? The last time I seen Kenny Stills, I seen his Instagram and some other people on Twitter. He's trying to get on with the Titans, I heard. He's trying to get with the Tennessee Titans the last time I seen him. He wants to join the Tennessee Titans. Suppose that's the last time I heard of Kenny Stills. Oh, by the way, everybody, if y'all are free tomorrow, I'm going to try to have a show tomorrow night. And if we don't get any Saints news tomorrow during the day before I go live, I want everybody to try to attend it tomorrow. We're going to have a show and basically probably have a 2-3 hour, show tomorrow and basically talk about my channel and basically talk about what I want to do with the channel. Show y'all videos and ideas of what I'm trying to do. Like I want to show y'all a few videos of what Make-A-Wish is, and so, what those type of videos, what kind of impact it does for kids and, teenagers and stuff like that. And all kind of stuff. And I want to go over every single thing I want to check off my list as I'm a YouTuber, and doing in this journey with my channel. So I feel like if we can get everybody in there tomorrow to listen and see what we're doing, I think everybody will start understanding. Yeah, I know. Everybody's usually around. Everybody's usually free on Monday, so and I'm off.
Yeah, I should be. I'm not shopping tomorrow, so I should be for sure.
Hey,
as long as you're not shopping.
You already know I'll be there.
I'm not shopping because I've got a bill to come out tomorrow, so I'm waiting to see how much I've got left to go shopping after the bill.
After the bill, I feel you. Oh yeah, Miss Megan. Eugene put it in the chat. You heard? I sent it to you on Twitter. I sent it to you on Twitter too.
I did see it. Well, two things. I'm a little confused because, firstly, when Baker Mayfield started showing there's no way in hell I want to go to Seattle, Seattle couldn't pay me enough. John Schneider, our GM, pretty much said, fine by us, we don't want you. And pretty much shut the door on the trade potential. The only way, if I was John Schneider in the front office, I would consider taking Baker Mayfield as a temporary stopgap QB is if the Browns swallowed the 18 million cap. I think it's 18.2 million or whatever it is cap that they still owe Baker. There's no way in hell I can tell you that Seattle is going to waste 18 million for 1 year on Baker Mayfield.
I doubt it. They will. They're probably gonna have to eat something. They're gonna have to eat something.
Yeah, even if it's 9 mil or 10 mil, maybe we'd consider it. But my understanding, reading Bob Condotta, Ian Rappaport, is that we will have the second largest cap space in the draft next year, and our money is going towards a long-term QB. So I don't think it'll be Baker. I pray it's not Baker. But given the way he disrespected, our front office is very big on respect for the city, for the team, for the players. And to hear what Baker said, I know John Schneider was like, well, we don't want you. If that's how you feel, we don't want you. It would have to be, all I will say is if he is coming, it's going to be one hell of a trade that they will have to do for us to take him.
I wonder who they would trade though. That's the question. I wonder what they would trade. Would they trade a pick, or are they gonna try to put Drew Lock in that package?
At the very least, it'd be first, second, and maybe third round picks. That's the only way. And to take off some of the 18 million. Because I don't see that John Schneider and the front office, Jody Allen, who is our owner, would sign off on 18 million for Baker. not only for the disrespect he's shown Seattle, but just because he is not that good anymore.
Yeah, Baker's not going to cost you first. I don't think Baker's going to cost y'all first because he's not that good.
I don't see it being a first.
I doubt it if it happened.
Yeah, I'm with you, OG. Every 12 that I've spoken to about the potential, is as Eugene said, Seattle would be fools to eat the whole salary. 65%, I'd take Eugene.
Yeah, they better pay most of it, not just half. They better pay more than half of that.
But every 12 I've spoken to on Twitter or I've tweeted about it is, oh hell no. Focus on it is, good God, for the love of God, do not do it, John. Because he's not worth 18 million. You know, Eugene's been very optimistic in saying 55 to 60% of that hit will need to be swallowed by Cleveland. I don't think it will be, and I don't think Seattle will take him because it's not. We need a QB, but do we need it that desperately that we will look for Baker Mayfield? Frack no. Excuse my language, Hoodie. I know this is a family-friendly show. F no. Good God Almighty, F no. That's cleaned up for your ears, OG. You and the bear.
You took the words right out of my mouth, man.
Every 12. when Brandon Kane brought this up on his Hawks Nest chat 2 days ago, we couldn't type good God, hell no, F no, not now, not effing ever quick enough in his chat. I'm a mod, and that chat blew up with good God, F no, please no. I will throw in, I will burn my house down with all my jerseys. Not me personally, because I like my house. Yeah. So to answer that, Eugene, hell no. We do need a QB. There is no question of that.
Definitely.
Not that badly. Hell no. That was a very long-winded answer, Eugene. The simple answer is good God, no.
I like Steven's comment. He put it, the Saints can finally stop the running QBs. They can beat all the bird teams. And then when you look at it, almost all the bird teams got a scrambling quarterback. Kyler Murray on the Cardinals, Jalen Hurts on the Eagles, Lamar Jackson on the Ravens, Marcus Mariota on the Falcons, which he's not known for scrambling, but he can scramble if he wants to, and then Seahawks. Drew Lock can scramble, but he's not known for that. But basically 4 out of the 5 teams have scrambling quarterback, which is pretty interesting. I just thought of that after reading his comment. I'm like, most of them weren't. Pretty interesting. Eugene, OG, who that to you, man? We got who that Dana, who that to you? OG Stoner.
Good to see you.
OG Stoner said, I'll be there at week 3. Hey, I'll be there too. We'll definitely be there. Let's see. Stevie said, the only reason why the Eagles beat us is because they were going against our backup QBs and our defense be hiding from their offense. They can't stop their QB read options. Hey, we got some players now.
That's why I still think the Eagles can take you, but it's not going to be a blowout. As I said, I'll throw my hands up if proven wrong. If the Eagles get beaten, but if there is one team out of the bird teams that I think can take the Saints, it will be the Eagles. But Stephen's point is a fair one.
Eagles beat us, I think, last year, and if you look at it, they were beating us by 20-something points at like halftime. And then in the third or fourth quarter, I think it was the fourth quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, Trevor Siemian, the quarterback, started bringing us back, and I think we lost by like 7 poents at the end of the game. So it wasn't that bad of a bad working, and that was with a backup quarterback and some injured players too. Remember, we started so many players last year. It was sad.
I don't think it'll be a 10-point game. I think it'll be a single-digit win to the Eagles, but or to the Saints. Conversely, I don't think it's going to be. No, Stephen, not even then. You could not pay the Seahawks enough money to take Baker Mayfield. Sorry, not sorry.
Hey, if I was a Seahawks fan, I would take Baker Mayfield over Drew Lock or Geno Smith.
No, sorry, I'm not. Dude, I've told you I'm on the Drew Lock and Geno train. Drew Lock because he's cute, but.
Oh my
God.
she
and I know,
cute.
and I know that Pete Carroll, the silver-headed coaching god, is on the Drew Lock train. So sorry, Baker. No. I guess we'll see, Eugene. I'm saying if there is any one of the bird teams that can beat the Saints, it's the Eagles. Whether they do or not, we'll wait and see. And as I said, I will stand corrected if the Saints beat them. But the one bird team I think will give the Saints a good go is the Eagles.
Their defense is better, though, this year, the Eagles. I like their addition to their defense.
Look, to be brutally honest, I'd love to see the Ravens take you. Because the Ravens are my second bird team, as you know. But if I had to pick Eagles or Ravens to beat you, it's the Eagles. But not more than about 10 points.
We'll see.
Hey, you got a
Jerry's
point.
been very quiet because he's letting me dig the hole.
Listening.
He's letting me dig
No,
the
he
hole.
just listening, you know. Eugene's got a good point, though. He said Trevor Siemian literally handed half the Eagles' points to him. And then the fact that the Saints made it a game at the end with Siemian and undrafted free agent receivers speaks value.
Very true, Eugene. Very true. Yes.
Who that to you, Jamaica? Who that?
Hey, Jamaica. Good to see you.
Anybody that's joining on in that's new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. And like I said, tonight is Q&A. Make sure y'all put some comments in here. You know, put some questions in here that me, Jerry, and Miss Megan can answer. And by the way, if y'all want to come on here and chat it up with us, you got the link pinned to the top. Click on it and come chat it up with us. Hopefully, one day, you remember I called out Southern South before, and he came on the show and started talking, and look where we got Southern South now. Maybe we can get us another female on the show to help out Miss Megan and talk with her. Maybe who that Dana
love another girl.
or Jamaica.
We can't let these boys tell me that Baker Mayfield needs to come to Seattle. And Stephen, not even for $2 or $3 million. No. I'm not sure how
Okay. How about this? What about free? You don't have to pay him nothing. You just get to have him for free and see what he can do with your team. I'll do it.
That's tempting, but no. Free is too much for Baker Mayfield after how I'm sorry. I am, after the disrespect, I'm very much one for respect and loyalty, Hoodie, whether it's in family, friends, football teams, players, whatever. The absolute crap Baker Mayfield spoke of Seattle. Sorry, not sorry. No. He absolutely he opened up by saying, I've never been to Seattle, but, and then trash talked them, and it was like, good. Don't come to Seattle. We don't want you and we don't need you. Well, actually, we do need a QB, but we may be desperate for a QB, Baker. Not that desperate. And surely not desperate enough to pay you $18 million for the privilege. So.
You saw what Jamaica played, right? Megan, Jamaica put something.
Oh, I didn't. I just love hearing her talk. My crappy.
She loves your accent.
My crappy sinus accent at the moment, Jamaica. I have a very bad sinus infection. So
Philly's in the chat. Who that to you, Philly?
Hey, I've got the Eagles against the Saints, Philly.
Philly. If my Eagles are in the playoffs, I can see us sitting our starters and take the L because we own y'all first round pick. Hey, y'all do. But why would y'all take the L? Y'all really y'all want to beat us because the more L's we get, the better tickets.
Philly.
I mean, y'all might start some of your players, some of them.
Philly,
hey, you gotta beat us.
I'm on the Eagles to take the Saints. So Philly, we've got to win there, brother.
Boo.
Yeah.
Now, you want me to take Baker Mayfield in Seattle, so screw you entirely.
Hey,
sorry, not sorry.
Hey, I said if you can get it for free, I would, man. That's a free player that you get to add to the roster.
Free is too much to pay for him, Hoodie. No, he is not.
How's that too much to pay? It's free.
Seattle, he
it's
gets
free.
Screwed.
It's free. It's free. You don't have to pay nothing. You don't have to pay him nothing. Like, I just want to come here and show y'all what I can do with this team.
Okay, if you're so keen to have him, Hoodie, I know you got Jameis. Take him in New Orleans so we don't have to worry about him.
Mm-hmm. Eugene said no team should be the healthiest Saints by 10 points. Yes, you're definitely damn right. We should not lose by 10 points this year unless we're not healthy. Just bad chemistry going on at the beginning of the season. That's the only reason why I would say we will get beat.
I would take Garoppolo. I would take Stephen to answer your question. I would take Jimmy G over Baker Mayfield any day of the week and 10 times on the weekend. I don't rate Garoppolo that much, but if I had to choose between him and Baker, you better believe I'm taking Jimmy. You better damn believe I am taking Jimmy.
Jamaica said, I think Baker lands in North Carolina, which is basically with the Carolina Panthers, and Garoppolo lands for Seattle.
Yeah, I see that. I'm not huge on Jimmy G, but if I have to pick between him and Dropkick Mayfield, I'm taking Jimmy. Not by a hell of a lot, but yeah, Jimmy over Baker.
Eugene, you're right. That's what I was saying. Even if you was winning and you was going to go to the playoffs, you would still want to have all your players in to beat the Saints, because with the more losses to the Saints, the better.
I'm going to be back in a second. I need to change my shirt. I'll be back in a sec, man.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm going to step out for a minute, but I might come back on.
You good, Mr. Jerry, but if you don't come back on, who that to you?
All right. I'll be right back.
Who that? We got my boy Gotta Racing that's hopped in here, man. What's up, Gotta Racing?
What's good?
What up, GOC?
What's good?
Not much, man, but just, chatting up in here, man, answering questions, reading comments up in here. Basically a Q&A, and then we already discussed the discussion earlier. Can the Saints make history this year by beating all the Birds teams? I said yes. Most of our people in here said yes. As Megan says no, she thinks the two teams that would give us trouble and probably will stop us will be the Ravens or the Eagles.
That's what I say. But I'm very
Eagles.
confident on our team to be the first team to whoop their ass.
Hey.
Jay, tell me that you have it from here, man. I'll be right back.
And they definitely gonna go down swinging.
Hey, I like the Eagles' defense though. They added James Bradbury onto the backfield with what's his name, Darius Slay. They had
Jordan Davis
and Fletcher Cox and Hassan Reddick on that D line. So
that defense
kind
of stupid.
If I'm saying I do like their defense, it's their offense that I'm curious. They got a good offensive line. They got a good running back in Miles Sanders. They got some good receivers. But can Jalen Hurts not be the next Lamar Jackson? Not run too much, but actually be a good passing quarterback as well.
To be honest, I really think I'm not worried about the Ravens, if I'm going to be completely honest.
The Ravens? Yeah, I'm not worried about the Ravens. I already said it before. Their defense is good, just like the Eagles and the Saints. We all got great, depth on defense and great players. But the only thing I'm worried about for the Ravens this season is that they have no receivers to help out Lamar. The only person they got is Mark Andrews at tight end. That's it. Everybody else is gone now. They're receivers, besides Bateman that they got last year, but he didn't prove nothing last year. So we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see what this does. Steven said, I would take Baker Mayfield to be our third string. Yeah, if he's free. But I ain't paying nobody
if he's free and wrap Jameis in cotton wool so Baker doesn't have to play for you. Is you hear me right? Yeah, Baker. No, sorry, not sorry. Baker is not coming to Seattle. As I said, Jimmy G.
Megan.
Always.
Megan, my guy.
Hello, my dear. Hoodie, I might go and put the larger jersey on just to annoy God. Now he's.
You want to annoy? See, I won't be annoyed. You know what I'm saying?
No, I nearly had it in my head, and then I thought, no, I'm Aussie 12. This is my Aussie 12's jersey, so I better rep the name. But next time, God, the larger jersey is going on, my brother.
All right, but whenever you get a number 3 jersey, let me know.
Oh, no, he didn't.
I tell you what, you pay for it, and I'll get it whenever you damn well want me to.
All right, bet.
Who that damn?
I'm gonna make and just to add the icing on the cake, I'll make sure it's Broncos country. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't do it. I'm gonna burn it as soon as it arrives, but do what you gotta do, God. No, actually, the next jersey I am getting is my new DK Metcalf and Charles Cross jerseys when I'm in Seattle.
Okay.
What's Jamaica? Jamaica? Is it Jamaica or Jamaica?
Yeah,
Sorry, Jamaica.
Yeah, Jamaica. But who that Dana said I can see the Eagles giving the Cowboys a run for their money. I don't see them giving a run for their money. I see them sweeping them this year because
the
Eagles got really good teams.
I don't think the Eagles ain't beat the Cowboys in forever. So,
hey, I think they can beat them this year though with the defense they got now and the offense. I think they can beat them because Cowboys lost some players this year.
I do not.
You don't think?
You reckon the Cowboys are not the Eagles? God?
No, it's almost like people saying, "Oh, the Bucks gonna beat the Saints." It's like that. It's like nah, nah, not really.
We'll have to see.
Okay. I don't know who I would pick out of the. I'd probably still be on the Eagles just because of Dak Prescott. Doesn't impress me. I mean, I kind of like him, but
nothing impressed you about Dak. That man's a.
I'm hard to please, clearly, because I don't fall in with the "We Love Russell Wilson" crowd. God of creation, excuse me.
You just don't like mobile QBs. That's what I'm getting a sense of.
I like Dak. I'm not saying I hate him, but I don't know. So God, you're on the Cowboys to beat the Eagles? Is that what I'm hearing, or have I misunderstood?
Of course, Cowboys, they beating them. Yeah, of course, every year.
Okay.
I don't give a. They can have Superman on their team. I still think they're gonna lose.
Okay. I don't know. See, I like the Eagles because they're a bad team, but I don't mind the Cowboys. I
don't like the Eagles because they're phonies.
Oh, okay.
Bro, if you're a Saints fan and you kind of, wish happiness for the Eagles, that's kind of weird, but
Yeah. Good night.
I pray for all their downfall. Yes, yes, I hate them. I got all the hate in the world towards the Eagles.
Okay. I didn't realize that. Hence you taking the Cowboys. Yeah, that's fair then. Good night, AJ. Sleep well.
Yep.
Look forward to talking to you soon, brother. Yeah, okay then. So that's why you like the Cowboys. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Our defense struggles with a mobile QB.
Oh, I like the Cowboys because I'm from.
You're damn right to me.
Oh, that's right. You're also from Cowboys land, aren't you? That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I didn't realize.
You can't like two teams.
Oh, I can't love two teams. Guess what, Sunshine? I actually love 4. None of them are the Saints. If you keep that up.
Yeah, we know that. We know that.
Hey, the fact that I've got you at 32 on my list.
Yeah, okay, Megan. Yeah, all right.
I've got you about.
We got
about 11 at the moment with room for improvement. It depends how God behaves.
Hey, look, Megan, you can have anybody higher than us, but you being in the chat right now says a lot more than rankings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
No, Stephen, I am very glad they got rid of Russell Wilson for the drama. And very, Peyton would have been an interesting trade for Carroll.
Oh.
Don't know that he would have worked though.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Eugene's definitely right about this. A lot of the Eagles YouTubers, a lot of Eagles fans, a lot of Eagles reporters, all saying the Saints pick for next year that they got for next year in the first round could be a really good pick for the Eagles. And I'm thinking y'all damn stupid if y'all think y'all gonna get a top 15 pick. Like our team is not bad at all. We literally better than what we are last year. And I think we're gonna be in the playoffs. Y'all are the one that's gonna look stupid unless everybody gets injured again and then we back to square one, and that's probably why y'all will get it. And Jomika, I love your comment where you said y'all remember what Jalen Hurts did to us last year. Yes, I do remember what he did, but don't forget last year we had a backup quarterback, and they're basically the third string quarterback playing. So they coming off and on the field, and our defense was probably tired as hell doing that.
Oh, yeah.
But to make a comeback that we did, and only lose by like 7 points or whatever, was a pretty good thing. That shows how good the team is.
It was a pretty good comeback. So I go down by 7. So
that's what I'm saying. You were down by 20-something last year, and like I'm saying, your whole defense was tired as hell because you're on the field. Like I think it's crazy. It tells you how good the defense is last year to go 9-8 with the 32nd offense in the league, which means your offense is coming on the field and your plays and off on the field. So your defense is on the field the most, and you still had a top 5 defense. That shows you how great this team really is. And now you adding a great offense now because Jameson's coming back. You're giving them weapons to play with now too. It's like a lot of people are sleeping on that. They're not even looking at what the Saints did last year and how can the Saints finish with a top 5 defense but the worst offense? I mean, usually if you might have, let's say you had the best defense in the league, right? You know, you're number 1, but you got the worst offense and you're on the field every damn other 3 plays from offense. You got to come back on defense already. But then guess what? Your defense that was number 1 probably going to drop down to like maybe top 10 because they having to go on the field so damn much and they allow more yards just because they on the field longer. You know, not because they bad. They just on the field. They tired. They doing too much. With an offense that we're supposed to have, our offense has the potential to be top 15, top 10, even top 5, depending on how everybody stays healthy and how quick the chemistry comes along. It's going to be hard to stop a team like the Saints this year. I think we got so much potential, but people are sleeping on us because why? We don't have Drew Brees and we don't have Sean.
I think also with that, Hoodie, the other thing that comes into play is your injuries. If you get through a season fairly unscathed with minor bumps and lumps, you've done well. Eugene, loving more than one team is like loving your wife and other women. No. Because while I love the Seahawks, I keep an eye on all teams. I don't follow all teams. I keep an eye on them.
Let's see, y'all. Let me look at this.
I'm not following that analogy. My first love is the Seahawks, so I can't look at other teams. So I'm only watching the Seahawks? Not really.
It's not I don't think she's loving. All right, so Miss Megan doesn't love other teams, really. If you kind of listen to her, she's a Seahawks fan. She's a Seahawks fan. She's just a fan of other teams, but she's not like a diehard fan where she just has the jerseys and keeps an eye on them like 24/7 like her Seahawks. She just like the other teams. She might like them because of their uniforms, or like me. Like me, I love the.
I like that player who is in that team.
Yeah.
But no, I am.
100%.
Hey, hey, Hoodie, man, you know you don't have to be so generous, man. You said top 15. Hoodie, that's like top 15. That's too generous, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm being nice because a lot of people think that our offense won't even be a top 10 offense because they're sleeping on Jameis Winston. So this is what sleep on it. So I'm just being nice saying the top 15. I'll be nice.
Right, they can sleep. Sleep. Good night.
Hey,
I was going to say that. God, let them sleep and let Jameis go nuts.
Yeah, and then they'll be like, huh? What the hell happened?
And then they'll wake up very quickly to the team you have.
And then you know what they're gonna say. Then they're gonna have excuses. Oh well.
Hey, that's all right. It's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be sweet victory when we beat some of their favorite team. They're gonna be this happened and this and we didn't have that and we could have done
you shouldn't have slept on. Agreed, God. You shouldn't have slept on Jameis. You were gonna win that. No, you weren't because you were asleep.
Yeah. And I like Steven's comment. He said, when the Saints go to the Super Bowl, who will be their opponent? Shit. Bills, maybe? Maybe.
Eugene.
I really don't know. I like the Bills. I think they all around. Maybe Chargers, because they finally built the defense around them. What's the team you think, Chris? Who you think will be a team from the AFC that you can see making the Super Bowl if the Saints win? Like, if we win, who will be our opponent?
Bills.
I was thinking Bills or Chargers. I mean, any
I
other
was thinking
teams?
Chargers.
I say the Raiders have a chance, but they need to upgrade their defense a little bit. I think they need to
That's why I'm about to say the Raiders definitely have a chance. People are definitely sleeping on the Raiders.
No, I see the Bills and Chargers, mate. Oh, probably Chargers, Bills, Raiders in that order, maybe.
Maybe. Chiefs, maybe, depending on how they perform with their new receiving core. We got to see.
No, I think the Chiefs. Again, maybe, but I'd still say the Chargers. Maybe. Right? Oh, that's a good question. Chargers.
You seen this, Megan?
I did, and I'm glad we got, as you well know, Hoodie, say one thing, mean the other Wilson. Glad he's out the door, and you know how much of a
that's a fact, though. I agree.
No.
Carroll literally cost y'all a Super Bowl, but y'all be like, we love Carroll, man. I'll be like, F him.
God, I have loved Coach Carroll since 2002.
Did you love that? Did you love that L y'all took when Russell threw that interception at the 1 yard line? Did you love that?
God, listen to what I'm saying.
Got it crazy.
I have not just loved Carroll since he has been at the Seahawks. I have loved him for 20 years. Yeah, that L sucked, but that is his record. Yes. Do I love him because of it? Well, I wasn't fond of it at the time. Still not really fond of it now. Do I still love him? Since 2002 when he came to the Trojans, you better effing believe that I love him. Would I take would I take him over Russell Wilson every goddamn day because I was so sick of the drama?
Hey, look, I'll say this. Well, enjoy them 3 and 15 seasons y'all about to have. That's all I can say, man.
Okay, let's put some money on it, God. You say 3 and 15?
Well, it won't be 15. It'll be 14.
14, sorry. I put it 5 and 12. Let's see Hoodie, you've got this on record because you're obviously streaming it, so it'll be on the record. Let's see who's right at the end of the season.
Hey,
let's see.
Remember, mark it on your paper that you was writing down. Remember, it was the Who Dat Q&A, and it's gonna say Who Dat number one. Remember, it was the
bird. See who's right at the end of the season. If you're so
sure, how many games do you think you got?
Woody, write it down. Mark it. Write it down. And we'll see.
Everybody
to answer your question, God, was I happy with him with the loss in the second Super Bowl? No, I wasn't. Am I still a fan? Yeah, because it's called loyalty. As I said, 2002 to 22, my friend, 20 years. Yes.
I didn't say you could. I'm talking about the coach. Of course, he's going to be loyal with the team,
I am talking about Pete Carroll. I am talking about my loyalty to Pete Carroll. 20 years, 2 Super Bowl losses. You better believe it.
You see what that loyalty is going to get you, Megan? Nothing.
As I said, Hoodie, mark it. We'll see who's right at the end of the season.
And Megan, how many wins do you think y'all are going to have?
5 most. 4 to 5 most with this new team. And I'm happy to be proven wrong. But I don't. Realistically, God, I don't see much more than that. If anything, plus 4 plus is. Well,
I'll say this: if you have Baker, you definitely winning more than 4 or 5 games.
God, Seahawks closer to 6 to 7 wins. I'd like to be that optimistic, but I'm more of a realist, Eugene.
It depends on your schedule. It depends on who y'all play. If y'all got an easier schedule.
They do not have an easy schedule.
And also, don't forget, the Seahawks are traveling just under 50,000 miles this year.
Wait, don't forget. Don't you beat the 49ers 2 times a year? You said y'all got their numbers. So I mean, that's 2 wins.
That's not 2. That's not 2. Not anymore, Hoodie.
I was about to say, last year last year it was 2 wins. The year before that it was 2 wins. Also, yeah, I would also keep in mind, and I'm not making excuses, we travel 49,685 miles this year. The next closest team is the Buccaneers, I think, and you guys with
You
less
almost had
than...
me singing a song. You almost had me singing that movie song.
Which one?
25,600 minutes.
Hoodie is...
What you thought?
Ladies and gentlemen, Hoodie A knows Broadway and B is singing from it. Glad we got that.
Is it 525,000?
You're singing Rant, Hoodie. You continue to amaze me, brother. You know Broadway and you're singing it, whether it's from the movie or from the show.
I don't even know what song that is.
It's from a musical called Rant. It's called Seasons of Love.
A musical, no wonder.
How many minutes and seconds are in a year, over a year of someone's life, basically, is the song, which he was singing badly. Singing beautifully. I would love to be that optimistic. 6 to 7 wins, Eugene. No, yeah. I'm still...
They'll have that if they get Baker.
I don't think we even would with Baker, honestly, God. I think with the team...
I know for a fact y'all would with Baker because Baker...
Maybe.
Baker's gonna succeed when he got DK. You know, he don't have to be the most accurate. He's like, damn, DK, I'm gonna just chuck it up to you and save my ass.
Direction and you do the rest.
Yeah, you do the rest, man. Exactly.
I don't know. As I said, God, I do not like Baker for the attitude he had towards Seattle when they offered him or they were talking to him about it, and he pretty much said, "F you, Seattle, I'm not going."
Oh yeah, he did say that, man. He was kind of rude to y'all. He was very disrespectful.
That's my problem with him. It's not his ability as a QB, but
he was basically like, man, I don't F this team, and I'm like, hold on, my guy, you got kicked off a team. You can't hold up. You're not the cream of the crop. You ain't Deshaun Watson where everybody's lusting over you.
Yeah, that's my problem with him, God. Not that he's not a great QB, because he is. It's just that, I'm going somewhere else, F Seattle, and it's like, well, are you really? No one's not
right. You better be grateful a team pick you up because people don't see him in the best of light.
And that's my point, God. It's not that he's not. I don't want him hand over fist because he's not a good QB. He is, but it's that, I guess superior. F you, Seattle, I'm not going to you because I've got other teams.
I wanted to say superior. It's more of a, what do you call it?
Arrogance, is it? I don't know.
What do you call it? Like spoiled or something? I'm not spoiled,
maybe,
but
the spoiled brat. Yeah, I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah, man, he acting real weird.
And now, what gets me, God, is that he then expects Seattle to pay him $18 million with an open door after that disrespect. It's like
$18 million. He tripping.
It's like, really, you fool? No, not only because you.
I'll say maybe 18 for a year. Maybe. Because I mean, think of all the people that's making more than that. You know, I'm pretty sure Kirk is making more than that. I'm pretty sure Ryan Tannehill's making more than that.
And people are saying, what about it? Okay, you won't give him the $18 million unless Cleveland swallow half of it or 3/4 of it. What about a vet minimum contract? Hell no. Hell no.
Hey, I told Miss Megan she can have him for free, and she said hell no. So I mean, hey, free. He was play there for free.
But as I said, it's not because he's not a good QB. It's the attitude. As God said, the spoiled brat. My 3-year-old nephew acts like that, and then is put in his place, and he's like, "Oh, okay." You know what I mean? Like, my 3-year-old nephew is better behaved. And, he'll get a smack on the tush or whatever and then told no.
Right.
He won't be happy about the no, but he
will not.
Putting your hand on the hot oven is going to burn you. That is why I'm saying no. You want to put your hand on it? Okay. That's what...
No,
yeah, exactly. That's why I don't like Baker. not his playing or not what he would bring as a QB. It's just we had spoiled brat
shit. Right. I just see him fitting in y'all scheme a lot, and then he won't, because like I said, the way he plays, he succeeds with a good running game, and Pete Carroll likes to run, and
yeah, true.
Baker would be, even though we had the, we talked about him being kind of disrespectful with the, I don't want to go there, and acting like he got multiple options, like he a 9 out of 10. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Steven said it. Baker thought he was going to the Colts, and those boys traded for Matt Ryan.
Right.
Yeah,
I think it has a lot to do with PR, because even though me personally, I feel like a lot of PR shouldn't like PR should be left out of sports. It's my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Do you mean? Like building a brand or having a brand?
No, just like your personal. You're like this is how like for instance, he had that mindset to where he was like, I don't want to go to this team and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, or even better. What's I'm trying to think. With the Kamara situation, he had to deal with that legal issue of he hitting the player and blah blah blah. And I'm like, if that's settled in court, then why even bring it to the national, like the league? Because then it look like you're trying to just like kind of milk a situation that already handled itself. You feel me?
Is, Eric. Yeah, but I think okay, I'm going to use a rugby example here, God, because that's what I know down here. Is if you bring or I'll use cricket, because there is actually a law in cricket where it's called the spirit of the game, and if you bring the game into disrepute by hitting a guy at a casino because he was hitting on your girlfriend or whatever, it damages the game. And I think a lot of it can be managed if done properly. What happened with AK, I'd hit the guy if he was in my face. I've asked him politely, to leave me alone and leave my friend alone. I'd hit someone, but I'd also be keeping in mind that this will get back because it's on film. It's not the days of I'm way older than you, God. So, the days of social media make it more immediate. If I punched you, for example, God.
Right.
In 10 seconds, it's all over social media, and rightly, I'm in trouble for it. I don't know. I've done a PR course as part of my university degree, and it's tricky, particularly with social media and the immediacy of taking a photo or a video on a camera phone and uploading it. I don't know. What's Richard saying? He's bad for the culture on any team. Just don't think he's good for the locker room. Richard, are you referring to Baker Mayfield in saying that? Because I feel the same. I just think the arrogance is
I'll say this, he's definitely not a leader. I don't want to go too hardly on the dude personality because I like to know a person. But
I think again I go back to Russell because this is the most recent example of it for me, God. Sorry to harp on it because I know you love Russell and you know how I feel about him. Once a locker room splinters, to following players, Russell versus Carroll versus whoever, I think it's damaging for the team. And what happens in the locker room stays in the locker room. Not always.
Woo, I'm back.
Good Lord, you let God and I have control of the stream.
No, I did not. My internet thing was tripping and then For some reason disconnected, but I got it back.
So I think once you need good leaders, and that's what we had in Seattle for a time, and then it started splitting. And people say you can't tell what happens in the locker room on a football field. Yes, you can. Seahawks last year is the prime example of that.
Mr. Steven over here, he said Dennis Allen with the Raiders should not count against him because they were horrible. What was he supposed to do with a bunch of bums?
True. I'm really looking. I love Dennis Allen. He's only a few years younger than me, and I think he's got a good coaching head on his shoulders. Looking forward to seeing what he does.
He's got a good team with him too. That's what I love.
No, the team he's with sucks bad, worse than the Raiders, but can't help bad luck.
PRP said the commercials had gotten to Baker's head.
Yes. I remember seeing a commercial that he was in when he was in front of the stadium cleaning up or something, and I thought, yep, that's about all you're good for. Yep. Yes, that's what I was saying, Stephen. Baker thought he was going to the Colts, and they traded for Ryan under him, which I thought was priceless. Yeah.
Yep, Sam Darnold making the same amount of money as Baker, and Baker's definitely better than Sam Darnold, for sure.
Yeah, but I'd still choose Darnold, just on principle.
Wait, you choose who? What? Wait, what?
Sam Darnold is making more money than Baker, and Baker is better than him. I'd still, for reasons.
You choose Sam Darnold over Baker? Now that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, Megan. That's ridiculous.
I'm glad I'm not a GM. That would be the dumbest move Seattle would make. I'm just saying.
Like like Megan, I have to agree. Like at a certain, yes, you do want somebody else. I don't even know what Sam Darnold is. I can't even say he's a leader because he ain't led nothing.
Yeah, fair.
You maybe could be like, well, just hypothetically, you'd be like, oh, well, he has a better attitude. Yeah, but Baker has been in winning situations. He's been in the playoffs. He's not bad. He's had on and off games, but you know what I'm saying? It happens to the best of people.
If Baker had less of an attitude, God, I would take him over Sam Darnold in a heartbeat.
And like I said, it's just when your skill is so massively better than somebody, at that point, let's talk about Deshaun Watson. You know how he had the cases and everything, and people, even though he's getting those cases done, people still don't like him and all this and blah blah blah.
As you know, God, Deshaun Watson. It was the first time I was on Hoodie's chat with Brandon. There was talk that he may be going to the Seahawks. The Seahawks may be looking at him. I felt sick in the stomach. Didn't know why at the time, but just something. You know how you get an impression of the person, and either you feel good or you don't with that person. When Deshaun, there was talk that we would try to get Deshaun. I just thought no, didn't know why. I sure as hell do now. And whether he, whether he was coming or not to Seattle is irrelevant. It's just, and the more I hear about that, if he doesn't at least get 6 months to a year, something is badly wrong, whether he's settled or not.
I don't think he should get anything if he's settled. No.
I think he needs to.
Because people gotta. I feel like people be ODing with this whole. Like if a whole bunch of women, he can't control if a whole bunch of women come out and tell BS lies and try to fabricate his name, and then the whole world is like, yes, women power and women empowerment, and we gotta stand up for all that bullshit.
I kind of get what you're saying, but I would say, as a player in a sport that is high profile, he should not put himself in a position where women can come and say things about him, whether it's BS or not. He should know.
Wait, hold up, though, Megan. That don't make no sense then.
How so?
You know why that makes no sense? Because you don't have for somebody to Megan. I can literally just come on live and be like, Megan's a horrible person. Nobody ever talked to her. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It
yeah,
takes
okay,
you can't
yeah,
control that.
okay,
That's just me bullshitting. Like you
but
can't
do you
you can't
think?
control that.
No, that's a fair point, and I take your point. But do you think, whether it's AK hitting the guy because he was being harassed, or Deshaun with what's happening with him, do you think that means you'd be less careful of putting yourself in a bad position, so to say?
You said wait, so you saying wait, say that again? My bad. I'm trying to understand what you're trying
No,
to
I
say.
might be making sense. So with what's happened with Deshaun, with all the women coming out, shouldn't you know better? If you were Deshaun, shouldn't you know better as to how you act around women, whether, being in...
I'll say this, like with that, I mean, what I can critique is he shouldn't have saw so many women, because this only spells out BS. You know what I'm saying? Because
okay, yeah.
Because that's about it. But as far as him, we don't know how he acted around women. You know what I'm saying? We know how he acted around the community, and so I'm just taking the people that actually know him versus these random women that come out and say this stuff. Oh, he was doing this, he was doing that.
You have people who knew him or who know him come out and back up the claims of the women.
Shit, I'd be like, whoa, that's a different story.
Right.
Because then it'd be like, okay, that's some real, that you know what I'm saying, this person, you know what I'm saying, that they wouldn't have any reason to do that because they are his friends.
Okay, no, that's okay. I didn't think you were saying that they should not be or the women shouldn't be believed. But if someone who knew him well came out and said, actually, that's true. Okay, no, that's...
Hey, got it, Grayson.
Yeah.
Hey, the only thing that I see from it is just like, I think that's what catches a lot of people's eyes, and my eyes with the Deshaun thing is that like his own, he's got the 24 lawsuits against him, but supposedly his own lawsuit and own court thing said that he did admit that he had like 60 something different, massage therapists in like 5 months. Like, how do you get that many different people in that many months?
I get a massage.
I
get a massage with the same person all the time. With two people watching.
Well, yeah, right. What I say about this is that's the thing is if he was, it's not even the fact if he's having all these interactions with these women, because we know we're pretty sure he's had some type of interaction, whether it be good, whether it be bad, we don't know. But the reaction he did have is, all I can say is there's not even if he did. Say they had a little massage, and the crazy part is a lot of them are not even licensed massage therapists.
That's the one thing that I was interested in.
When I came to this conclusion, I'm like, okay, so I see how my boy Deshaun is doing it. He's a ladies' man. He's a what's his name? He like a
godfather.
Yeah,
God, yeah, man.
The pet daddy.
And so I'm like, if this thing of this common sense, if I'm a lady, and like I said, I ain't no lady. I'm not no lady, but you know what I'm saying. But if just using, actually, matter of fact, I'll just say, if I'm a guy, if I go to give a woman a massage, and I'm not a licensed massage therapist, I know what kind of massage I'm giving, and it ain't with my hands.
Oh, really?
It's not that kind of massage. So I already know what the deal is.
Cover up in here.
It's not with my hands.
He will ask questions.
It's like come on, you're not like, lady, you're not a massage therapist, but you come here to massage him, really?
It's like
Come on, stop it.
It's like Tim Dunn says in the comments. It was like Robert Kraft got away with what he did. They're prostitutes and not massage therapists. You can
Exactly, man. Like they
said,
came on,
Tim. Yep.
they came to have a good time, and then when they heard they can make some
And
bread off of it, they were like,
I
"Oh
was going to
damn, we
say
need that."
they knew who he was. They knew or maybe not, but knew that he's some famous guy. But
people don't.
I still don't think, though, having said that, it condones the behaviour. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a woman as well. I think.
What do you mean as far? Oh, but that's nothing. Nothing's wrong with that behavior.
Really?
If you want to do that, there's nothing wrong with that. If you are promiscuous, that's not that.
No, I don't
there's
mean
nothing
that
wrong with that. If they want to, there's no. You shouldn't be like, hey, well, because I believe in. That's like this. It's like somebody who believes in having one wife trying to tell somebody who has two wives, oh, you shouldn't do that because it's like, man, stay in your lane.
Yeah, it's a moral decision.
It's like stay in your lane, bro.
Decision.
We over here, you trying to jump over here. Like it may look wrong to you, which is fine, but I'm living my best life, and they like it.
Yeah. But as Stephen says, 66 is a lot of women to see for a massage.
But the thing is, the 66, not even there was only 24 that had a problem.
Well, that we know of. God.
I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was more than the 24. I could be wrong in saying that.
No, 66 we know. And then 24 are only filing lawsuits, and he's already done 20 of them. I think he's actually done with all of them now. I can't remember, but
yeah.
So
yeah,
like let's be honest, man. Like I know this is why I don't like with this whole women and men when they go to court because people favor the women because it's like we feel so they're so vulnerable and stuff. They do. That's how the law.
Time out. You think the women aren't as vulnerable or more so having to go through the reporting process and then getting to court in front of a room full of lawyers, judges, jury, whatever? You think they're not vulnerable? Ooh.
You would do the same thing the other dude is doing. So no, that's not vulnerability because you're doing the same thing the other dude is doing. The dude has to do the same thing.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go and get a can of drink and think politely. So am
I wrong? What's the difference between the dude doing it and versus the woman?
Been in that position, but I can tell you that I don't think it's whether it's a man or a woman who's had the act done against them. I don't think it's as black and white as saying, oh, it's me versus you, and I'm going to win because I'm a male or female.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're seeing it from as if it was like this is not the 80s anymore or the 90s anymore, where men can do anything to women, and then everybody just like, well, we didn't see nothing. No, it's not. It's not like that no more.
Deshaun Watson settling with 20 women out of 24 or 66, whatever the hell the number is, tells me Donald Trump paying off women.
My thing is, if you had somebody like say somebody assaulted me, I'm not taking no dang $200K amount you're trying to pay me to have some hush money. I'm going to count. I am trying to get everything. I'm trying to get everything. You wouldn't take because think of it. You wouldn't take the
Nicholas,
the money.
Can you highlight Nicholas's? Yeah, I've got to go for a walk to get a drink. I'll be back in a sec, guys. I need to
go get your drink, Miss Megan. But yeah, we're definitely gonna change the subject though, on everything and get back to talking some football, and hopefully everybody in the chat can start commenting down below. And I got a bunch of people in here that's like, that hasn't commented yet. I really want to know because Miss Megan already answered it. I think Trace already answered the question, which is based on the thumbnail. Do y'all think the New Orleans Saints can make history this year and beat the Bird teams? Please comment down below and let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I really would like to know. Oh, by the way, we got somebody else hopping on the show.
Hey, Eugene, man, I ain't had nothing against me. So you
What's
can
up,
say
Max?
I might sound like this and that, but I've had no troubles like that. So ain't nobody accusing me of nothing like that, my boy. So I'm all Gucci here.
What's up, Max?
What's going on, guys?
Well, that's Megan's door. I hear Megan back there. What's up, Max? You got your mic on?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you now. What's up?
Hey, dude.
Not much. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing good, man.
Good.
What you got to drink? What you got to drink, Megan? What you got to drink?
Oh, just a Coke, no sugar, and some crackers, because I just realized it's 25 to 3 and I haven't had lunch yet, so.
You better get something in your system, huh?
Well, if I'm going to put up with God, yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Fired. No, I'm playing with it.
But what's up, Max? Man, how you been?
I've been all right, man. How you guys been?
Hey, we've been pretty good over here, man. Definitely,
man.
definitely
Especially
good, man.
But,
oh, hell yeah! This offseason has been a hell of a ride, and we all can't wait to see what happens. You know.
I know. I see you, Megan, over there supporting your Seahawks. I'm not gonna talk no crap. Hey, I see something about you guys trying to get Baker Mayfield or some shit.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. We just got done talking about that. She said, "Hell no!" And look, I even offered it.
No, come on.
I said, hold on. I said this. I said, what if y'all got Baker Mayfield for free? He said, I'm going to sign a contract, a free contract, and I'm going to play the season for free. I want to see what I can do with this team. She said, hell no. Nope, not in hell no. See how my mouth is closed? She don't even want to talk about it anymore. That's why she's saying, even her food's, my mouth is full of food. She still don't want to talk about it because we already got off of that topic. We just talked about that about, 10 minutes ago.
Oh, shoot, my bad. I came in late.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, what happened?
You good.
Hang on. Let me answer Mast. Do the words hell no, or the phrases hell no, not now, not freaking ever. Good God Almighty, no.
Okay. All right, but but next week when he signs with you guys and becomes your starter, I don't want to hear you crying.
No. On the Drew Lock train have been since day one.
I'm just kidding, Meg. I just had to, throw a little shade on you.
No, Mast, I've been hearing
Hey,
it.
all love, no hate, though. All love, no hate.
No, yeah. I've been hearing it for weeks, and every 12 I've spoken to about it is like, please no. Please, no.
Hey, Master, though, this is the question that we have on the thumbnail. It says, do the Saints make history this year by being on the Bird team? Miss Megan already told us, she thinks the two teams that will probably stop us from that will be the Ravens or the Eagles. But she said she had to pick out of those two, it would definitely be the Eagles.
Man, dude, the Eagles been having our number, dude. But
yeah, they also been having us when we're at our lowest.
Yeah, that's true too. That's very true. But I mean, so I guess they can have those wins, but
either way.
Honestly, I think we could pull it off, dude. I mean, I got a lot of confidence in our team this year. Honestly, maybe too much confidence, bro. I don't know.
Hey,
you read my mind, Last.
It's never too much. It's never too much confidence, man. It's never too much, man.
I just want to see the Saints succeed and get to the Super Bowl again. But
I'll say this: I got as much confidence in the Saints as the players do in the team. That's how much.
That's a lot of confidence.
Wow. Yep. Flying high. It'll make it sweet. God, if that's how much confidence you've got, it'll make it bloody sweet when the Seahawks get you.
Look, Look, Megan, I'm so confident at our season that I know for a fact we're gonna be in the playoffs. Don't know what team. I'll say first, but I know for a fact we're gonna be in there.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay,
I would even back that. Yeah.
What do you think our defense is going to rank?
Our defense? I think our defense is probably going to rank probably like 4th.
I like it. Top 5?
Yeah.
Third or fourth.
I want to say number 1, but
Yeah, I want to say that.
Don't go on.
Every time I say that, I get,
I want to say number one, but sometimes we have off games that just F's our whole things up. And then not to mention, I'm pretty sure they take into sacks. Sacks has a lot to do with your trajectory. And you know what? You know, the crazy thing is, I'm saying that, but who knows? Peyton Turner could just have a demon year. he could have a what's his name? That was with us, the Trey Hendrickson year. He could have that.
Hey, GZDR4, man. He's talking about, he's on my Twitch right now commenting. Thank you for watching your Twitch, my man. If you have a few seconds, subscribe to my YouTube as well if you can. But he said, as long as Jameis is kept away from those crab legs, the Saints are going to be all right. Hey, don't be bringing up the crab legs, okay? That was years ago, and he didn't steal those crab legs now, okay? He didn't steal them.
Those were free.
Those were free, bro.
I am looking forward to getting to New Orleans for the gumbo and the crab legs.
Hey, how you supposed to steal something when it's all you can eat? That's my question.
What?
The crazy part is not even the owner, not the owner, but whoever, I think it was like the manager somewhere of them.
Yeah, it was an employee.
Gave them food. But people, I don't know what people like to say. He's stealing. Like what?
How can you steal from a?
It was an employee that he was doing, letting them come to parties and signing shit for, whoop de whoop. It was an exchange. It wasn't theft. And I'm gonna say our defense is gonna rank 6 overall. Thank y'all for having me.
Hey Troy,
What's up, Meg?
What's up, Troy?
I would say between 3 and 5 is where you'll be. I will not be surprised if it'll be 3, but probably 4 for your defense.
Where do you think our offense is going to rank?
I'll say top 10.
Yeah, top 10.
I went with 6 because of it's a lot of new moving parts. Some things we're going to have to adjust to. Some different styles of leadership that are coming in. So I don't think we'll fall far, but I'm like you. I want to say 1, of course, but again, you have Pete Werner taking over at the weak side linebacker spot. You have 2 new safeties. You have
you're talking about defense.
I could go on forever, but I'm gonna say 6, top 10, but I don't know about top 5.
No,
I say our defense. Our defense is gonna be top 5. We was top 5 last year, playing with what you call it, the number 32 with a 32 offense, right?
Right, that's a fact. We got to think of that. We were top 5 with the defense always being out on the field. That's ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. Defense, top 5.
I know,
and then we gotten better because Malcolm Jenkins was a great leader, but now you're bringing in another great leader in Tyler Matthews, who's younger and more versatile. And then, like I said, you lost replacing him with Marcus Mays. I mean, we're pretty straight, and Pete Warner did great last year as a rookie. So, and to be honest with you, I still think they're gonna bring Kawhi back. I mean, like I said, he didn't sign.
Man, Hoodie, you gotta let that go.
Hey, I'm telling you,
I'm not bringing back Kawhi, man.
Hey, I still think he will. I still think he will.
Kawhi is not coming back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I
think he will. I think he will.
I'm saying that I love you, but it's over, dude. Let it go.
Hey, I keep saying it's over. That's what we thought last year. We thought it was like, well, he ain't signed with us, and he didn't sign to August. Remember that. So.
Okay, but let me ask you this, Hoodie. Why is he holding out for so long? Okay,
because he hates training camps. He hates OTAs. He skipped it last year. He skipped it last year. That's why he didn't sign to August. He skipped it.
Everybody skipped it last year.
Well, a lot of people did, but he don't like it, so that's why he said he didn't sign to August.
I'm not convinced. You're gonna have to sell me on him coming back, Hoodie.
I think he will, because it's out of us or the Jets.
Look,
He's not going to no Jets.
I could be wrong, but if it hasn't happened by now, then yes, don't mention DK Metcalf hasn't signed yet either.
DK's coming to New Orleans, then I guess.
I tell you what, if we have Jameis, you can have him. But
no, you good. No, I'm good.
Thank you. Nice doing business with you. Wish it was
Jameis is my QB. Jameis is my QB. I'm going to go give you Baker.
You can F off. Sorry. I was quoting my inner John Schneider when dealing with Russell Wilson's.
Steven said the 8 offense. Okay, 8 offense. And then he said we think we're going to have the number 2 defense right behind the Bills. Gotcha.
I think your defense, from someone who's outside the team, your defense is top 3. 3 to 5.
All right. So according to this research, we had the opponent plays per game offensively. We were number 13 with 62.8 and 62.6, pardon me. And Seattle was 32nd at 70.6. So if this is right, I mean, it seems like our defense was genuinely on the field for 3 quarters of the game.
God damn. It was on the field. George
was on the field for a long time.
But I mean, Seattle is.
How about I say that? Too long.
Wait, hold on. You said 3 quarters?
No. I'm saying it felt like we ranked 13th. We, according to this statistic, we ranked 13th. But it seems like way more.
What's up, T Dirty Man? Who that? And I like
I'll tell you this.
Don't y'all like Eugene's comment? He said the folks in the media really be saying the Saints are gonna have a top 5 defense and a top 12 offense, but will somehow be struggling to get to 9 wins.
That's because they crack addicts, man. That's what happens when you're smoking too much of that Tom Brady dopamine, man. You like that common sense don't hit you. It's like, oh, they're gonna have a top 5 defense and a almost top 10 offense, but yet they're gonna win 9 games. It's like, oh, okay, okay, so. Okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Okay, that makes sense. Like, no, bozos, that doesn't make sense. Not at all.
Hey, Daddy, sorry, I didn't see you there, friend. How are you? Sniffing.
I'm here tonight. Let's not talk about Tom Brady's white privilege
can we
to
not?
take PEDs.
Can we please just
he said Tom Brady's white
Brady
privilege.
free zone? Can we have a Tom Brady free zone, gentlemen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I've got one. God, can we have a TB free zone?
Why? I thought you loved.
Well, can we have a Largic free zone?
No, to answer that. No, if we have a Russell free zone.
Megan,
that's disrespectful.
Brady was your favorite quarterback.
My favorite quarterback, Troy. Was that the question?
Yeah, it is. It's her favorite quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I heard you say last week.
It is her favorite quarterback.
Tom Brady. He's got all those rings. I wish he was a Seahawk. I swear.
Yep,
I will admit something to you, gentlemen.
I'm just kidding. I'm playing. I'm just kidding.
No, I will admit that I have Tom Brady in my Seahawks Madden team.
Oh, I told you.
Oh my goodness!
God, you traitor!
I got rid of Russell for him, God.
I can't say nothing because right now in my Madden I got Tom Brady.
He's all can't lie.
He's all I can't lie. I got
Tom Brady too.
He's all the accuracy though.
But to be fair, the only reason is because they like to glurp him, and we got Jameis I think he's like a 92 overall, man. They spit on my boy, and it's sad. They got Taysom Hill has a better card than him at QB. Like, what? Like, what?
I remember that.
That's crazy, man.
Don't let Tyrese hear that.
Man, Tyrese already know what the deal is, man.
I give him crap all the time. It's funny.
Right, Tyrese even knows in his heart. He's like, yeah, they're right, man. But I'm gonna just keep putting on this facade.
So Troy, what you think, man? You think the Saints can make history? Oh, Troy's on. Troy.
Right. Okay. They messed up. Do you think the Saints can make history?
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. We love it.
Everybody here.
I think everybody in here believes besides Megan. So.
Hey, where Josh the Pels fan at? He need to do a little show like this because man, I want to talk some Pels, son.
With all the people we got.
Well, not with the crew we got here. We all certainly Saints fans, but
No, I'm talking about the people we drafted.
I'm a Pelicans fan, even though I don't know a dang thing about basketball.
I haven't been a basketball fan since the Sonics left Seattle in 06.
Well, you should still be pissed off about that.
I am
because I tell you what, when I was a little boy in the 80s, Sean Kemp and Gary Payton, if you didn't have a Supersonic starter jacket, you wasn't shit.
Yep.
Thank you. That's a fact.
Hey, I'll say like this. If you should be the Washington Wizards, you know what I'm saying? So be one of their fans.
No, they garbage. I'm a Palestine, baby. I love Louisiana.
I'm talking about Austin. Or I'm talking about Megan.
If I have to choose, I am a Houston and Boston basketball fan because my godkids' parents
Boston.
are from Boston.
Wait, son, no. The
Houston.
Wizards are Washington, D.C., not Washington State.
Oh, they are?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, get your geography. Hey, before you're going to pay me out, God, get your geography right, my son.
That's not my geography. They don't say Washington
D.C. and Washington State.
No one calls them that. No, that's not even in their name. It's Washington.
Look at the similarities in their logo and the Washington Nationals logo, as well as their color scheme and their logo having the star.
That's fair. But really, even I know that Washington
I told
State
you, Megan, I don't know a thing about basketball.
He said that.
I like
Washington and Washington State are two different places.
I love football. I love when men hit each other. Not you hit me, now you get a foul. You know what I'm saying? I like good head to head, knock each other's socks off, give each other brain contusions. Your eyeball popping out your socket. I like that type of stuff. I don't like the soft stuff.
Yeah, Steven, that's a great point. But maybe back when they first moved, she should have been mad. But the Thunder suck now. So
the Thunder suck. Even I.
Yeah, exactly. But I think they got like the second or the first best player available during the draft.
I got one of them. I think. God, I was
right. Yeah, I know for a fact they got one of them. It's like
one
the first
one. I can't remember.
Who that?
I will start watching basketball when the Sonics are back, which may be sooner rather than later.
Right, that is correct.
So I will start. I am actually getting some Supersonic swag when I'm in Seattle in preparation for the holy day when the Sonics are back.
I'm gonna tell you what that determines. What's gonna determine that will be the fucking success of the Las Vegas Raiders, because should the NBA decide to expand, Vegas would undoubtedly be the second team to, Seattle Supersonics coming back. So if the Raiders can keep a stadium full, sell concessions, obviously the NBA is going to piggyback that, and the Sonics will come back. So
I heard that that Las Vegas was above Seattle in terms of the next in line for the franchise for the basketball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There'll be two expansion teams. Vegas will be one.
I'm with you. Yeah.
Vegas will be one, and Seattle will be the other.
Yeah, I as I said, they've got. I know at the Fanatics, someone was telling me, a friend of mine in Seattle's like they're getting their Supersonics merch and swag back. So I am like taking 4 bags of it home. So when that day comes, I can put on my Supersonics jersey and follow basketball again.
Because I tell you what, they're not going to make the same mistake twice. Because if you think about it, when the the Hornets had moved to Oklahoma City after Katrina, I had actually went and ETS'd at Fort Sill that year and watched a few games in Oklahoma, and the overwhelming success and support from, the Oklahoma folks, Oklahomians, I don't know what they're called really technically, but right, thank you. That gave the NBA the inclination that, hey, we should put a team here. And so they took the Sonics and moved them to Oklahoma. And undoubtedly, with the success they had, they were wildly successful. But now that you don't have Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and Kevin Durant, you're starting to have like the type of attendance we was getting 2 years ago. So they're going to make sure Las Vegas is behind the Raiders 1,000,000% before they.
I think what surprised Seattle, the NBA about Seattle going was the vehement displeasure, I shall say, that Seattle sports fans had towards that move.
Oh yeah, they were rioting, dude. Like that.
The only time I've seen Seattle sports fans have a more visceral reaction than when the Sonics left was before Paul Allen took control of the Seahawks, when Ken Behring literally had moving trucks at Renton packing stuff to move the team to Anaheim.
And my dumbass said the Kings were the closest to Megan. Megan, I thought you were Canadian. I forgot you was Australia. I need to put the.
No, that's okay. But yeah, when Paul Allen had to be convinced to take control of the Seahawks, it was 25 years ago, 2 Saturdays ago, that it happened.
Wait, you have the exact date? Jesus.
I'm saying, son. Good.
Right.
Do you have grandma's fucking?
Dude, this is what fandom is. I also
there's a difference between being a fan and being a geek.
I also know, God, that on the 15th of December 1984, the 12's jersey was retired for the fans. I also know that Sam Aikens was the only man to ever wear the 12 for Seattle. You know, shit like that most fans would already know.
Most fans will already know.
Hey,
okay,
that's
Megan.
Right. That's the kind of shit that be popping up on the waiting screen for Madden.
Exactly.
Well, actually, it came up on a notification a fellow 12 did.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt your knowledge of fandom for one moment ever, Megan.
Right, I was about to
that's
say,
the kind of shit you be seeing and fucking.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I actually saw the 12's reference because my
Sports
birthday
Illustrated kids and shit.
No, I actually saw the 12's the 15th of December. My birthday's in December, and it was, this date in December in Seahawks history that came up.
But she don't like the Seahawks that much because she disrespects the person that gave them Super Bowls, a Super Bowl.
And Russell Wilson. And you disrespect the founding father, Steve Largent, God. So let's play this game, shall we?
Founding father. You mean the wide receiver that played in dude, like you
can't even finish the sentence.
Go on. Right.
Hold on.
Largent was a fucking
dude. He's so damn old. Trains probably weren't invented when that nigga was playing football. He's so old. He's old history.
The receiver position.
He is 73, God. So not
exactly old as shit.
Wow. So you must be my father, who would have been 77 this August, is prehistoric.
Damn near.
Steve Largent at 73.
No,
sorry.
How old you think fucking Archie Manning is and Miss Gail Benson? And yes,
Miss Gail, she's like 60.
Boy, you crazy.
Bull crap. Miss Gail is turning 70, I think I read somewhere.
Mr. Tom was in his 80s, I think, or 70s.
I know he was old.
And Mr. Manning has got to be pushing, I'm not sure, but he'd be pushing 90, 80, 90, wouldn't he?
Gail Benson is currently 75 years old.
There you
go.
No,
never mind. She's old as hell.
Hey, she still got that dump in the bump, son.
That's just muscle, my guy. That has nothing to do with age.
Archie Manning is 73 years old. That's fucking bonkers. From Drew, Mississippi.
All I'm going to say, God, is if you keep this shit up about people's ages, you in your not quite 20s are not going to can make any of those ages because I will come to your
I don't want to make
facility.
Megan. I hope so. That would be a prayer. I hope I don't make 70.
Hey, keep going, sunshine, with the disrespect to your elders, and I'll guarantee you won't.
All right.
He
That's fine with
will.
me.
Megan, today he will. He'll just do it with less teeth.
Well, okay. Thank you, God. Thank you. Sorry, Eugene. You can all say geek you want, but I respect Megan's specific knowledge. You won't find any fake Falcons or Bucks fans with team knowledge. Thank you.
Amen, Eugene.
Thank you, Eugene. Yeah, I get. My brother says when I get fixed on a team like the All Blacks or the Seahawks or any of my teams, I get fixated on knowing the ins and outs. That's just how my brain works. If I'm going to follow a team, I want to know everything about it.
Megan, do you have any inside knowledge on Dyson Daniels?
Aside from he's Australian, and everyone is asking me that question, no,
Okay.
I don't. I don't actually.
Could you send me some local broadcasts that may or may not give me insight on his fit with the NOLA Pelicans next year's NBA?
What was his name? Dyson Daniels?
Yes, ma'am.
Info for Troy.
Hey, Megan, I respect your knowledge too.
Bullshit, God.
Look.
One phrase for you. Bullshit.
Hold on, look. Hold on, man. I respect it,
your knowledge,
but you know,
you could not share your idols. That is
me,
different things.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, I respect it, but it's like, but look at this, Megan. It's like, why would I be concerned about? Like, why would I be concerned about stuff like 100,000 years? You know, in the past, like, you know, we're trying to focus on the future.
Yeah, look, Megan.
I'm a future guy.
Megan.
Without knowing the past.
I almost pulled up on God when he said that the fucking league allowed Tom Brady to take PEDs.
Troy, I will be honest and say I lost all respect for God. God's opinion.
No, you didn't.
When he told me that Russell Wilson was a better player in Seahawks history than Steve effing Largent. No,
you know what's crazy?
Hang on. I'm new to this, Megan. He's right.
Thank you. Let's go.
Megan, listen up. Steve Largent did put the team on the map. He fucking made
Troy,
y'all.
You're dead to me, Troy.
But hey, I'll be whatever you need. But Russell Wilson is an undersized third-round quarterback who put his balls in front of the world and carried y'all to the championship. That would be like us discrediting Drew or Jonathan.
Oh, man.
Like, they gave us our most shining moment.
Wow, looks like I've just lost all respect for Troy in that mix.
Hey, well, God of creation, fucking me, bro.
Hey, I told you, bro. I've been trying to tell her.
You cannot discount.
She talks about Steve Largent, but he ain't never did shit for the team. He never did shit for the team.
Steve Largent was the same as like Archie Manning. They were just.
Did y'all win a Super Bowl with him?
They were on super shitty teams, dude. Seattle had just fucking became a team. Like, you can't discount his contribution to their history. But he was unable to single-handedly carry the franchise to a championship. Yes, that's all you can say in that conversation. And then for Megan's rebuttal is you have to include that Russ did. Look, I hate Russ. I hate him just as much as you do. But he did his damn thing.
Really? I would not have known. And, okay, God, I know anything past 2010 is going to give you a nosebleed in terms of reading history because I
was born before that, so
no, you're saying you've told me more than once that you don't like going back any further than I think 2010 you said. Okay.
No, that's not what I said.
Clarify yourself then.
Clarify it and smile your mouth full.
I'm not worried about football that when you have to wear a fucking leather helmet That shit right there. That shit right there.
but
I do not care about that type of football.
Okay,
I
but
don't know
Largent
about
was in the
that.
70s, right, Megan?
It's the
60s or 70s.
Okay, so they just got the the little.
But you're also hang on. You're also just talking about the beginning of the national interstate system, the beginning of fucking modern air. You know what I mean? Like airplanes and shit,
about a
dude.
team
You weren't able to have 20
that was
teams
4
before that.
months younger than me. I'm 46 in December, God. Another piece of useless information I know is that the Seahawks played their first game in Seattle in the Kingdome in August 1976.
Damn, so you telling me he was there for y'all like what, first game?
He was, yes.
Exactly. See the point, Megan?
I don't see your point, God, because it's no, I won't say it's irrelevant. It doesn't make sense to me that firstly, you're comparing a quarterback with a wide receiver.
Exactly. So it listen, Megan, which is more important, QB or wide receiver?
Wide receiver, because the QB will have no one to throw to.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Okay, so who's gonna throw it to the QB? Who's gonna throw it to the wide receiver?
Who would you trade first, Jameis or Mike T?
Who would I trade first?
If you had to cut one, who you cutting? Mike T or Jameis?
Well, no, that's not even fair. It would be like
what you talking about?
You have to put Drew. You had to put Drew or Mike Thomas.
I would reluctantly say to answer that, try MT. I would hate to do it.
Okay, we're not listening to Meg. See, look.
How
what, you cut Jameis? Hang on, time out. You'd cut Jameis over MT. Given your love of quarterbacks.
Listen up. I would rather have fucking Ian Book throwing Mike Thomas, Chris Olave, and Jarvis Landry the ball.
Oh God.
Okay, yep.
Juvie. Shut up, Troy. Jameis throwing. You know, even if Jameis was healthy last year, with me, God, and Hoodie at fucking wide receiver, we wouldn't have been. No, come on, bro.
On me.
We'd have probably won 11 games, but when Saints,
I would have definitely had us in the NFC conference. You know,
and right there,
how it's going.
After that,
I could have seen Hoodie and Troy. You getting into the.
It's your boy CT Crusher here checking in. Just wanting to remind y'all to go subscribe to my homie Hoodie Jube for the Hoodie Jube live podcast. We talking pressing topics here for you every night of the week. Hit that ding dong bell to make sure you don't miss an upload. Come join in on the conversation. Help us expand the community. We do a lot of giveaways, give away to a lot of charities, giving away to the local children's hospital. And oh, by the way, if you want a chance to win free NFL tickets, yes, I said that, free NFL tickets, make sure you subscribe and hit the ding so you don't miss a chance to win free NFL tickets. Peace out.
That was the wrong video, wasn't it, Hoodie?
You got busted.
In the comments, he's called commercial break, which was great because I was about to put my hand through the goddamn computer. So thank you for saving my laptop.
Perfect timing, Hoodie.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, what were we talking about?
We was talking about Mike Thomas, Drew Brees, fucking me, you, and Hoodie running receivers.
Man, I would have definitely had us. Y'all would have saw me like. Y'all know Trayvon? You know that boy gives up millions of yards. I mean, I would have dust cropped his ass.
Who?
Y'all would have saw me. I would have one hand snagged on his ass.
Who?
I'll be back in a sec, guys. I'll be back.
Who you would have stunned it on?
Diggs.
Stephon or fucking Trayvon?
The only person that would be defending a wide receiver?
Man, you crazy. That dude was balling out.
That dude was ass.
Bruh, he was okay. He's big risk, big play, big risk.
Big risk, right. But he did have like 11 interceptions, but did give up I think like top
11 interceptions, 1,000 million fucking yards given up.
Okay, but when you're talking about a team like Dallas, you should have turned at least 9 of those picks in a touchdown.
Hey,
And how many more wins does that give you? Like, how much do you want the kid to do? You
I don't
fucking
know. He's like
defend some shit.
right. He's like Eli Apple with interceptions.
Thank you. You had one other good player on the team. The two rookies had to carry the defense. What the fuck? For God's team? Come on, son. Y'all tripping.
Lawrence was there. Vanders was there.
No, sight. Not at the levels that they're supposed to be at. You had Micah Parsons and Diggs went whoop-de-whoop Pro Bowlers. Were the other two you just mentioned Pro Bowlers?
Where DeMarcus Ware was the Pro Bowler?
DeMarcus Ware been retired for 8 years, dude.
Not Ware. I mean Lawrence.
Are you sure? D-Law was a Pro Bowler? I'll give you that. But who else? He ought to be. Shit, he's making like 20, 22.
I can't remember if Vander Esch was or not.
I don't remember Vander Esch playing all year, dude. Why? I mean, that dude was a dog when he was healthy. Now all of a sudden, Micah Parsons is the face of defense in the league.
Hey man, that's what happens when you got a brother going strong, man. I'm in the league.
Hey, shout out to the brothers going strong.
I mean, he was on his A game. But like how we were talking about wide receivers versus QBs. You would never hold up. I'll fix my team. Okay, you would if you got two Hall of Famers at those positions, you would never take the wide receiver over the QB if they're at the same level.
Excuse me, Steve Largent, wide receiver Hall of Famer. I'm taking.
Yep, and Russell's going to be a QB Hall of Famer. So
Russell is going to be, not is. Steve is. Again, I say I take Largent.
Hey, wait, no. Hey, on a real note, Megan, you do not think Russell Wilson will be a Hall of Famer? Just a question.
I think he will be at some point. I don't
of course he will be. You know he will be.
When, but
let me ask you this. Do you think he'll be in the Seattle Hall of Fame?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hang on, Troy. Do you mean the Seahawks Ring of Honor? That's our Hall of Fame, the Ring of Honor?
Yes, you're correct.
Yep.
Correct, yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
You don't think Russell Wilson will be in your Ring of Honor?
I think
he will.
Hey, didn't he win a Super Bowl with you guys?
I'm going to mute you, bro. There's no way, dude. A Super Bowl.
Sorry?
Right, he's the quarterback that brought y'all a Super Bowl. Megan's so disrespectful.
What else is he
Megan's so disrespectful to Russell. It's unbelievable.
I'm only giving back to Russell what you've been giving back to Steve. So if you want to talk
I know Megan was so hurt when Russell turned on them. She was crying. I know she was pillow in the face. Now he's dead to her. Now he's dead to her, man. See?
I was crying with the thought that we would lose Pete Carroll before Russell. And Bobby Wagner.
Are you talking about Mr. Throw the interception?
Son, Pete Carroll is sliding in Miss Benson's DMs. What are you talking about? You should have been.
I was more upset. Yes, I was crying that day because of Bobby Wagner going, not Russell.
Man, and then what the fuck, Bobby Wagner?
Oh man,
y'all should have paid that dude $100 million a year.
Well, I totally agree, Troy. I was so pissed with the way.
I never will And where did he go? Fucking Denver, huh?
No,
Bobby. He went to the.
He went to LA Rams.
LA Rams to play and beat us twice.
That's how much respect Bobby has for y'all. He said, "You know what? I'm gonna beat y'all ass."
I don't blame him for it, God, because if he found out on social media that he was being cut,
real talk. That dude went to fucking LA. That dude put his balls on the table.
He said, "All right, bet. Hope this."
I'm gonna sack Drew Lock until his fucking ass.
Hey, look,
out.
I just want to know that like Megan can argue all this, but when she just looks into that lovely Seahawks history, and she sees that first Super Bowl win, and she sees who was the GOAT that was standing above all, who wore the number 3 on the team, that Kerry John was holding up that mother effing trophy, and it wasn't Steve Largent.
Yeah,
you know, then
but
she can come back to me.
Stop. You throwing stones now. Just let her be her fan of Steve Largent. He put the team on the map. Jonathan Vilma is my favorite Saint of all time because he called the audible that put Tracy Porter in the position he was in to make the play he did to win us the Super Bowl that we won. You cannot discredit the people behind the scenes. Stop throwing stones at shit that didn't get to the top.
So who's more important, Jonathan Vilma or Drew Brees?
Jonathan Vilma, dude.
What the fuck?
Bruh, he called the audible, son.
Uh-huh.
Do not discredit this guy's contributions to that game. Of course, Sean called the fucking ambush, the onside kick. You know, I mean, there's so many people we could give credit to for that year.
So Jonathan Vilma is more important than Drew Brees.
In the Super Bowl or in Saints history?
History.
Oh, history is Drew Brees.
Of course, easy, done.
Yeah, no doubt. DeMario, people, cats like you, super young kids are already, you know, if you ask, well, who's the best Saints linebacker of all time, y'all probably be like, whoop-de-whoop DeMario Davis. Okay.
As far as what? As far as playability? Yes.
What? No.
As far as playability, yes, he's better than Jonathan Vilma.
Playability? What do you... I'm
yes,
sorry.
As far as his play, yes.
So best Saint linebacker of all time, you would go with Davis.
If you're talking about his ability to play the game, yes.
Somebody else get in here. You do know we sent an entire starting Pro Bowl squad of linebackers. The only team that ever sent an entire lineup, son, across the board, bing bong, every single player from the same team was the fucking Dome Patrol. Like you would, if you ever even say a better linebacker in Saints history than one of them, you're bonkers, my guy. You're showing your lack of knowledge. Like it's somebody from the Dome Patrol.
Hey, the numbers don't lie.
Vilma,
that is my
then
point.
DeMario.
The numbers don't lie.
Troy, that is my point. If you choose to be willfully
Thank you,
ignorant,
chat. Thank you.
if you
I've
choose
been doing this since 1980.
If you choose to be willfully ignorant, don't throw stones at me when I pick apart your argument. Because I know history.
Hey, me personally.
But we don't need to argue. We just need to educate.
I'm happy to have a conversation with you. I don't want to argue, but I would like some respect put on an opinion that I have that may be different to everyone else's.
Hey, Tim and Randy, what makes Ricky the best in y'all opinion? Because I gotta give it to Pat Swilling, bro. That dude.
And Pat
Swilling was. I feel like he invented the outside linebacker pass rusher position. Yes or no?
I agree.
Okay, thank you, baby. I feel like he invented the Miles Jack, the fucking Von Miller.
Steve, thank you. Steve, and that's why I try to tell people, I don't give a damn how great you are as a safety or as a corner or a receiver. You will never be. This is facts because it shows in contracts. You will never be more important than the QB. You will never be. I don't give a F who you are. I don't care who you are. You're not important than the QB.
Correct. If that's the subject matter, you are correct. And I
exactly. So that's why I can't
in the Super Bowl because, I mean, obviously we wouldn't have been within the amount of points of Indianapolis we were without Drew. But in the end, the play that Vilma called the audible on,
which is cool. It could have been a great play. It could have been the winning play, drive, blah 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 blah. All of this.
Oh, Sam
I
Mills.
don't that doesn't matter when it's like if you take the QB out, it's like that's like a whole different. It's like, damn, we got a whole different team. Like we got a whole different trajectory. You know what I'm saying?
Last year, no quarterback. You know.
Exactly. Yeah, no quarterback, and we getting spit on by Dolphins. We got effed on by the Dolphins. Like what?
You're right.
The Dolphins.
We didn't have no receivers.
The
We didn't have a tight end. We didn't have an offense. So we had Alvin Kamara.
Right, bro.
Ryan Ramczyk. No tight end, no receivers. Again,
exactly,
we talked
man.
about this earlier. Me, you, and Hoodie was running routes. Like it don't compete last year. We had one dominant portion of our team, and that was defense. The offense was like some high schoolers, bro. Y'all know this.
That's a fact. Because it's just like, man, like without your QB, it's like that's why Seattle's like where they're at. Because nobody questions Seattle's receivers. We know what they can do. But it's the guy who's throwing the damn ball to them. Who's going like you know what I'm saying? People can try to be like, oh man, well, you just got this awesome, lovely wide receiver and all this and that. And that may be true. That receiver may be elite, but it's like you need a QB to take you somewhere, man. Without a QB, like look at the Ravens. They always go in the playoffs, but they don't have not a significant receiver. Even Hollywood Brown, he was okay.
Man,
he wasn't great.
You crazy. They got arguably one of the top five receiver tight end combos in the league. Let's give the chat
receiver combos. What are you talking about?
Pause. Let's give the chat a round of applause for their knowledge on Saints history. You know what I'm saying? We got some OGs in this bit. How many of the Saints Dome Patrol do you think was using cocaine, chat? 3/4? All 4 of them? Let's know. Let me know. I'm gonna say Sam was not. Vaughn and Pat, definitely. I remember meeting Ricky Jackson at an event at the Appaloosa Chamblee with my parents when I was just a young man, and I ain't never seen Pops act like that. Dude was genuinely, snake skin boots, whoop de whoop. It was a time.
Hey, Troy.
I'm gonna definitely say 3/4.
Yeah, what up, guy?
Who do you think is the best linebacker in Saints history?
In Saints history?
Yeah. Don't lose a bunch of subscribers.
As far as and hold on. Hey, Hoodie. Before you answer, don't count. Because it's like people want to say Dome Patrol because they won the Super Bowl. Don't count the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Did not win the Super Bowl.
This count just ask statistics. Who is the best?
Dome Patrol did not win the Super Bowl, but they did carry us to our first playoff appearance ever.
All right, so to answer the question, I got a few things I got to discuss with y'all because I was eating something real quick, so now I'm back. All right, so.
Tell us what you eating first.
I just ate some corn dogs real quick, just to eat something real quick.
What the fuck?
Hoodie, time out. If you're eating, we're all eating. Share the wealth, brother.
Right. I would, but let me. So to answer the question, I wouldn't be able to answer that question. Who's the greatest linebacker of all time? And because I wasn't in that time everywhere I can see who the Dome Patrol was. Not everybody was born and that shit. So like me, I got to see Jonathan Vilmer and Demario Davis. And if somebody asked me who was the better player, I wouldn't be able to tell you because they both are similar to me. They both are game changers.
You're right.
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Are almost clones, Hoodie.
And the funny thing, they both came from the Jets. That's the funny shit about it too. and they're both important pieces you need to win a Super Bowl.
I know
And
that's why we love the Jets over here.
so, I mean, but the answer is something else. I was listening to y'all earlier. I know Guy Grayson was saying Drew Brees, because the QB is basically the most important thing, right? And then I heard Troy was saying, he thought it was Jonathan Gilman because of that play call and stuff like that. But I was thinking about, I know the QB is your most important, thing to win. But there is one thing I would like to say to that thing. It's not always just the QB, because don't forget the 2015 and 16 season with Denver when they won the Super Bowl, and there was nothing with Peyton Manning. But Peyton Manning only drew for 2,000 yards that season and drew 9 touchdowns and 17 interceptions, but still won a Super Bowl.
Hey, Hoodie.
That defense. So
Hoodie, the thing is, I didn't say you can only win because of them. I'm just saying that as far as you look at what you have to say defense. You can't even say the position. QB is a position. Defense is multiple positions. You have to put the defense when comparing that to the QB. And we're talking about a Peyton Manning who was on his last legs, so we're not even talking about prime Peyton.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, you're saying when the QB's the main position and that's what's going to win you a Super Bowl, but he didn't do nothing that whole year. He basically was nothing.
I didn't say he could. That's the only reason, because if you Eagles won a Super Bowl and they had Nick Foles. I'm just saying, without a competent QB, you're not getting far.
Yeah, and I totally understand that. But for Peyton Manning, a dude that drew 9 touchdowns and 17 interceptions in a 16-game season plus the playoffs.
Well, your team can, if you have a good enough defense, it can overcome that. So.
Yeah, so I'm saying, so it can't just be just the quarterback, depending on the whole team, right? It's the whole team. And
what do you mean? It can be just the QB.
How?
I mean, just think of Drew Brees. Drew Brees was
how?
The guy. Drew Brees was the guy, but we didn't have no defense.
God, if the QB doesn't have the rest of the team around him, it's pretty lonely standing there with no one to throw to.
That's a fact. And
that's a fact, but guess what? Okay, but are we going to act like if you have the worst QB in history, you can win games?
Well, according to you, we can, because the QB is the only position that matters.
What do you mean, according to me? What?
You have said, you asked me.
Did you not hear what I said? I said, if you have the worst QB in history, can you win games?
Well, QB is the only position that matters to you.
That's what you were saying earlier. The QB is the only position that really matters.
I didn't say it's the only one that matters. That's not what I said.
You did. Excuse me, you did, because you laughed at me.
I said that's the most important.
No. You're changing the conversation, because you laughed at me when I said I would take Steve Largent over Russell Wilson, because without a wide receiver, who does the QB throw to? Your words, not mine.
You did say that. And if I could take
I definitely said that QB was the most important. I definitely did not say it was the only one.
Y'all be good.
Take care, Troy.
Take care, Troy.
Take care, man.
Good talking to you, man.
Who that to you, King of S-Cobb? Who that to you? But yeah, it just depends. Like I said, I never.
Man, y'all just gotta, man. See, y'all, what's up with y'all trying to always, y'all can't just agree, man. We, as much as y'all know it in your heart, the QB is the most important. It's the most important role.
Sorry, God, I do not agree.
It's the most important. Look at Aaron Rodgers. He always has his team in the playoffs, even when they're damn shit cans around him.
No, I disagree. I respectfully disagree, because you have not answered the question. My question.
What was your question?
Without the wide receivers or anyone else on the team, if the QB is God Almighty, he may as well be one man on the field and everyone else sit down, because according to
you're not even playing football at that point, Megan. Like, that's a bad argument.
No, it's not. It's your
That
argument.
is a bad argument. That's
is
very bad argument.
Your argument, God, not mine.
I didn't say be all end all. I just say he's the most important. What? How do you stretch the most important from the end all be all? How do you stretch? That's so
God, that's what
completely
you've been
different.
saying for
That's
20
so damn
minutes.
stretch worthy.
God,
I
it's
say
not
he's the most
argument.
important, and then y'all take it like I said. That's the only thing that should be on the field. Like what?
According to you, that
According to me, when did I ever say that though?
about an hour
You're
ago.
stretching. You're
I
stretching.
am not stretching, God.
Very
You
much
laugh-
so.
You laughed at me when I said I would take Largent over Wilson because the QB needs someone to throw to. And without you, I said it, and you laughed at me because then you said the QB is the most important. Well, the QB
Yes.
can be the,
Exactly. Yes.
if that is true, God, the QB can be the only player on the team if he is
How
God
does-
Almighty, like you say.
No, Megan, that's not what that means. How do you get
That's how
that from
okay.
that? How do
God,
you
God,
confuse the how do you confuse
God, I'm just using your argument. That is
that's
what
not
it
using
is.
my argument because never
It
did I
is.
say it should be the only position on the field. Megan, you're not see you're extrapolating.
not-
You know what
I'm not
extrapolating is, Megan.
extrapolating,
You like to say, you're unintelligent. You know what extrapolating is, Megan?
I know what extrapolating is, God.
Okay,
because
that's what you're
unlike
doing with
you-
my words. You're extrapolating
I'm
them.
not.
Very much so.
How am I?
Because you,
changing
like I
your
said, I
words?
said it was the most important.
And
You,
I
and you're
dis-
trying to say that well, if
I
he's the most
disagree.
important, he doesn't need this and that, and that's not that's not the case at all.
I disagreed with your opinion. I said the wide receivers or other players are more important. You are yet to convince me otherwise. So
And and then like I said, I just gave a team. Aaron Rodgers consistently has his team in the playoffs, and they still think they will be a playoff team, even though his defense is okay and his offensive weapon is gone. Even though he got a new one, but we don't know what they're going to be like. They still think they're the favorites or the second. They think they're right top 3 with Rams and Bucks being around there. But they think Aaron Rodgers is still a very much Super Bowl contender just because there's Aaron Rodgers. And why do you think that is? It's because the QB is the most important role. Why do you think? And here's another thing, Meg. If it wasn't, why do they get paid the most out of every goddamn body?
because they're overrated and overpaid.
No, they're not. Because then everybody in the NFL would. Because if that's the case, then the whole NFL is overrating them.
Well, I won't disagree with you on that. So you're telling me, God, we know you're a Russell fan. We've established that many times over. You love Russell. Okay. I want you to explain this to stupid me who doesn't get it. I want you to justify paying Russell Wilson $55 million, which he was demanded. You're John Schneider. Okay, God, we're gonna play a game. John Schneider, you know who that is, of course.
Was that his agent?
Actually, John Schneider is the Seattle Seahawks GM.
Oh, okay.
Mark Rogers is who you're referring to. You get a phone call from Mark Rogers, his agent, saying Russell is demanding $55 million of your cap space to be paid. Okay? This is the conversation.
Yep.
Now, you as John Schneider have other spots to fill on our roster.
Yep.
Justify paying $55 million to Russell Wilson, who has had the finger injury and not played well in 5 years. I'm Jody Allen. I'm the owner. Justify paying that money to him. Go.
Okay, Russell has been with us for a very long time. He's a great member of our team, and he's taken us to very, very much impressive seasons. He's been a consistent top QB every year he's played, besides injuries. and he is a person who is very reliable. Um, Even though we need to fill in other positions, I think that letting Russell Wilson go is a bigger hole that we cannot fill, that is worse than not being able to fill in the current holes we have in the team.
Okay. Russell hasn't played well in 5 years. You've got Mark on the phone telling you he wants the Mahomes money. Can you honestly sit across the desk from the owner based on the last 5 years telling me Russell is telling me as Jody Allen, the owner, that Russell is worth Mahomes money? I can tell you Jody Allen didn't think it.
I'll tell you this. Russell is definitely around, can argue the case of being around it.
Okay, okay, that's fair. I personally don't think so, but okay. Russell wants a team built around him. If he's taking $55 million out of our cap, how are we going to do that? I'm not.
Oh, okay. I would say
how
we need
you would do that, given that you seem willing to pay Russ the 55.
Okay. Well, I'll say we need to figure out we need to reconstruct everybody. After we do that, we need to see how much money we got.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's enough, we go from there. If it's not, we need to talk to Russell and figure out what he wants to do, since he thinks he can have all this money and also have a team around him. We need to talk to him and figure out what's going to be the solution.
Okay, that's fair. But Russell's not willing to budge on the $55 million, which they would.
Okay, if Russell's not willing to budge on the $55 million, we are going to just take our drafts and just get Cross. Obviously, we got enough for Cross.
Okay.
We're probably gonna have to let Bobby go, unfortunately.
Yeah, sadly, okay.
And matter of fact, you might be able to trade him.
Yeah.
We can trade for any other holes with Bobby. Bobby's been a consistent player. He's been a consistent great linebacker throughout his whole career. He's barely injured. He's reliable. There's not a team that wouldn't jump on a player like him.
Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. You had that argument. While I still don't agree with ever considering paying Russ $55 million, that's reasonable. That's what I'm saying. If you have a plan, you can cover it. But I don't think. You still haven't convinced me that the QB is the be-all and end-all.
I mean, just like I said, I didn't say he's the be-all end-all. I just say he's the most important.
And maybe, God, that's something we need to agree to disagree on. The QB overall. I'm just not talking about Russ.
Oh, overall, I mean, like I said, Patrick Mahomes is what getting paid half a billion. If they weren't important, why are they what's the second most paid position? Probably somewhere on the defense, like a corner or something, or a safety, maybe secondary, maybe D line or a receiver.
I'd say receiver before safety, but I wouldn't know that with.
I'm curious, Chad, if y'all can help. Who gets paid more, secondary or receiver? And if so,
hang on.
If so, if think of that, if a QB is always getting paid more than every other position, okay, look at it like this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring up their contract.
Mm-hmm.
Just bringing up their contract.
Hang
Let's see.
on. Secondary and who? What was the other position you were asking for? Secondary or
Second, and wide receiver.
wide receiver?
Wow, that's crazy.
DeAndre Hopkins makes $27.3 million a season. Good lord! No wonder the Cards are in trouble. Oh,
Defensive end, yeah, I figured it was probably somewhere in defense. Wait, hold up. The second highest paid player of the team would be the left tackle.
okay.
Someone said defensive end. Someone said receivers. There's a whole lot of mix.
Yeah, it depends.
I'm talking about in general, guys. Like, but
Overall.
we know QB is the highest paid. Who's right under them in general? Not taking in consideration like, oh well, this defensive player is getting paid more than this person, even though the receiver is getting paid more. Like in general, counting everybody who usually gets paid more. Left tackles. Is that it? Tackles are off-ball linebackers. Okay, tackle.
Hang on. Other than the best defensive players in the league,
Yeah,
offensive players are generally paid better. Quarterback is the highest paid position, which we've established.
Yep.
Long snappers get paid least. We probably knew that.
Well, yeah, yeah, we did.
Hang on. I'm sorry, I skipped ahead.
Okay, so look at this, May.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ryan Tannehill. What? How good out of 1 through 10? How good would you personally say Ryan Tannehill is? 10 being like Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Josh Allen, those type of QBs. How would you fit Ryan Tannehill? Yeah.
That lot.
Yep.
Oh.
If 10 is Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes and all of them, where do you think Ryan Tannehill would be?
He plays for the Titans, poor bastard.
Hey, so I mean, the market just went up, right? With like receivers and like
yeah, I was just thinking.
But like a year ago, no, not a year ago, in April this year, Dan Orlowski he said a QB. He said, so this is the average salary of a top 10 player by position. He said the QB gets 40. The next highest is the receiver with 20.
Yep.
Edge rushers 22. Offensive lineman 19.
Wow, edge rushers under receivers.
Defensive tackles 18. Corners 17. Then safeties 14. So
God, to answer your question about Tannehill, probably 7 to 8, maybe.
Right, and I would have him 7. I think 8 is kind of like.
I think 8's being a bit sort of optimistic. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll definitely say he's above average. So I would definitely give him 7.
Yeah. I would definitely say he's above average, but I wouldn't put him in.
Right, I wouldn't put him. I wouldn't put him close to. He has a 4-year contract worth $118 million.
Yeah, I just
91 of that is guaranteed. So think of this, Meg. Right. His average salary is $29 million. Right. So basically, let's just say $30 million because it's $500,000 off from being $30 million. Let's just say it's $30 million. Where, as a QB, because as a QB, where would you put Russell?
No
in
more than
totality. Don't you know,
no more than
barring
34.
even 5 years and blah in totality.
So do you mean overall contract with everything included?
I'm just talking about his ability, a playability. Just how
Oh,
good is he?
sorry.
Yeah, and you good.
He's older. He's had injuries.
No, as a whole, taking everything to even him being young, take all that as a QB.
8.
8? Okay. So
8, maybe 9.
8? Right.
No,
9.
solid 8. Sorry, solid 8.
Okay, solid 8. All right. Well, Tannehill's making 30.
Yeah.
Even though 55 would probably be the 10, right? 55 would probably be 10, and let's just say 7 is 30. He should probably be making around 37 million or around 40 million.
For Russell, do you mean
55? Yeah, for Russell. If Ryan Tannehill can make around 30 million, and he hasn't,
that'd be about right, God. I wouldn't have a problem with 40.
Right, and I'll say Russell Wilson's resume is a lot better than Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah,
it's a lot better than Ryan Tannehill's.
Well, wait, how do you hang on, God? How do you define a lot better though? Like, okay, two
Super Bowls, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, how were you ranked amongst QBs?
Okay, yeah.
Stats.
Where your peer? Okay.
Hang on, what did you say?
Don't. We heard Hoodie. Yeah, he's funny.
No, for real. No, for real. Just look at the stats and see how many.
Oh, you said stats. I thought you said sacks.
No, stats.
I thought he was trolling. I thought he said. Right, I heard stat. Right, I thought I was. Right.
Y'all look at this. No, y'all look at the stats and just look at.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How many passing yards they get per year?
Right. And guess what? We can say I can definitely say Russell is clutch. Ryan Tannehill's not clutch. He may be an above average QB, but he is not clutch. He has not came up clutch at all.
Can you
for them.
explain to the dumb Aussie what clutch means? I've heard of it, but
okay, so clutch is when it's time to make a play. When it's 3rd and 12, you got 2 minutes left. You guys need this first down to even get in field goal range to win, or you want to go for the touchdown. The clutch moment is third, like I said, 3rd and 15, and you know your QB can get this done because he can come up big. He's not going to fold under pressure. He has a great chance of overcoming this obstacle.
Right. Okay.
No, you know that's clutch. Like,
yeah, right.
Like Tom Brady, how he's always, oh man, they gave too much time for Tom Brady. Oh my God, he does this every.
Yeah,
the clutch.
I've heard it said, and I've never known what it means. Okay, right.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And like Steve said, all pros and MVPs. I can't remember how many MVPs Russell has gotten, but I know he's gotten a good amount of. He's got a good amount of all pros. We know that for a fact.
Of all pros. Hang on, let me just check Russell's MVP.
Ryan Tannehill, I don't think he has the MVP. If I'm wrong, somebody check me on that. But I don't think he has an MVP.
I don't think so. I'd have to.
I don't even know how many does he even have all pros, guys? Does anyone in the chat know if he had how many all pros and MVP Ryan Tannehill has? I know MVP is probably 0. All pros, I do not know.
God.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson is yet to receive one MVP vote.
For real? Is that true?
That is true.
I could have sworn he's won an MVP.
No, I didn't think he did. I just looked it up. He is yet
Wow.
to receive the vote. But
For real? Not who won it when y'all won the Super Bowl? Was it Lynch?
I will tell you who got the MVP.
That's crazy. I could have sworn he won one. But he hasn't even gotten one vote. Shit.
Not
Damn.
one.
Okay, so he has none.
Sorry, God.
Uh-huh.
MVP was Malcolm Smith of the Broncos in the Super Bowl.
Malcolm Smith.
Yep. Russell has
Damn.
not got.
Okay.
Now, will Russell get votes in the future? Yes, I believe he will. But he didn't get one vote.
Okay, so Russ not Russ, Ryan Tannehill has no MVPs and no all pros. Which, like I said, he's a. You said what?
Sorry, I got a mouthful of chocolate. Hang on, God, let me get rid of that. Russell has all pros, doesn't he?
Yeah, I know there's no way he didn't. Yeah, I know for a fact he has that. So that would be consideration. And like I said, he's getting $30 million. Remind you, he has no MVP. I'm pretty sure he hasn't won a Super Bowl. He has no all pros, and he's getting $30 million, Megan. Like $30 million.
Hang on, I just want to check something with Tannehill. Just give me a second.
Like that's good money. $30 million for not winning the MVP, not winning the Super Bowl, not having any all pros, not like has he ever led in a statistic for a season? Like
who's that? Tannehill?
Yeah, like
I don't.
And like I said, he's not bad. He's just not. He's not that guy. He's just not that guy. And he's making $30 million. And like I said, just based off resume, Russ should at least be making $10 more million than him.
Yeah. I remember hearing that Russell didn't have MVP when in Seattle.
And matter of fact, I remember. My bad to cut you off.
No, you're right. Go.
Not the last passing year, but the year before that. Mm-hmm. I can't. Obviously I didn't watch super hard on y'all game, but I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he go on like a 5-week streak of throwing 5 TDs consecutively for like 5 weeks, 5 games?
Russell.
Yeah, Russell. Yeah.
I thought it was 6, but
it could be 6, and that's the crazy part. He was ahead of. He was.
I think it might have been. Don't quote me on it, God, because I might be misremembering. It was 5+. I seem to remember.
Right. Yeah, I know it was that for a fact. It was 5+. And like you said,
it was 6, but I don't think it was 6. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was 5. May have been 6.
And the crazy part about that is, Megan, if you want to be honest, that was his last healthy season.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
If you want to be technical, even though he's been declining, he also did that. And you can be like, what about last year? It was like, well, he got hurt. You feel me? Yeah, and I know it was a consistent thing because I'm pretty sure in the beginning of this year he was doing almost the exact same thing, but he did it for like.
God, can you see my fingers there?
Yeah, I can.
That is 10 mallet fingers. So Russell had a condition called mallet finger, which I've gotten over the years on my hands, as you can see.
Yeah.
From playing cricket without gloves and hockey without gloves and whatnot. So that injury, admittedly, I didn't have the doctors that Russell has to get those fingers straight again, and I won't. You're never going to be 100% right, even if you've got the best surgeons, which we all know Russ had.
Right.
You can see that finger's almost like at a 180-degree angle. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, people have been saying for years that Russell's an MVP.
Right.
I don't know what he can do to prove that. I would hate to think.
I think what he can do, the best, I'll say the best he can do. I don't know if this was proving it, but the best he can do is lead the Broncos to the conference or even the playoffs, maybe. Just probably just getting to the playoffs and winning a game.
I think this year the playoffs are more realistic, given that it's his first year with them. Then I think anything beyond that in the future.
Yeah, I don't think anything beyond that, and it's no thing. Oh wait, Russell has never won an MVP or All Pros.
Really? I could have sworn it. Oh. No, actually, I think Stephen's right. I could have. Hang on. This has got me beat. Hang on. I'm not disputing you, Stephen. I just want to check.
Now I'm curious because if he has it, who in the hell is winning these? Who's winning these at QB? Is it just Tom Brady?
Hang on. All pros and pro bowlers on the Seahawks side. Steve Largent is there in 85. Wow. No, Stephen is absolutely right. Because Steve Largent is above Russell Wilson on this list. Steve Largent has 1 and Russell has a big fat 0. So Stephen is right.
The only thing about that, Megan, is it's easier to get it as a wide receiver than the QB.
Quite possibly, but I just thought it was interesting given our favourite players that Largent got 1 in 85 and Russell had a big fat 0 against his name. That's all I'm laughing at. No, Stephen's absolutely right.
The thing about that is I can't even blame him because look at all the QBs he had to at his time of Peyton. Tony Romo, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Cam Newton.
I will grant you, God, that is 110% right. The QBs that Russell would have been coming up with in his time compared to 85, vastly different.
100%. He had hella competition, so.
Oh, he did. So
I can't even blame him for that.
I guess when you look at it in that with that lens, the competition, as you said, you can understand why that he hasn't been there yet. Yeah.
So I'm curious. So what do you have to do to get an All Pro? Like what do you?
I was about to ask the same thing. So, is there a criteria? Maybe someone in the chat can answer. Is there a criteria? I know there's the Pro Bowl and the All Pros and the MVP.
Because I thought if you get if you go to the Pro Bowl, that's like an All Pro. I thought that's what that.
No, I'm led to believe that's 2 different things. God, somebody in the chat correct me if I'm wrong.
It is because I know for a fact because he has been in the Pro Bowl.
So. No, you're right. He's been in the Pro Bowl a couple of times, 3 times, I think. But is the All Pro the Pro Bowl MVP? Maybe I don't honestly know what that is.
I
know Steve.
Hoodie, are you there?
Steve Largent has been in the Pro Bowl 7 times. Russell Wilson 9. That's a good question, God. I don't know what it is. Anyway.
I also don't feel as bad not knowing this because you know more football than me.
I've been proven wrong on a couple of times.
That's crazy.
But I've been happily proven.
If you think about it, my bad. Well, my bad. Go ahead, Meg?
I was just saying I've been showing up my lack of knowledge on these things by Stephen, who has been great commenting. He's never won an MVP or All Pro, and
Okay, so you know what? I can't even. I'll say this about me personally. I don't think MVP means jack shit because you've got to be the most popular person. And to be
yes,
honest, Russell Wilson, in the eyes of the whole NFL media, he hasn't been the most popular up until recently, or been one
I
of
think
the most
probably
popular up
I
until
think
recently.
I would even say to that God, probably not until he won the Super Bowl with Seattle. Maybe he was
I don't even
before that.
think that because you know why? I think a lot of that attention was taken away from y'all's defense and Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Because I would say arguably Marshawn Lynch is like if Marshawn Lynch had kept doing what he did and kept he never left y'all's team, you could probably make an argument that he might even be above Russell in like just what he meant to the
Do
that's
you mean in overall popularity, what he meant to the
no, I
team?
just mean I just mean in like well, I guess that's what that would mean in popular. But I just mean like this he would be more significant because you can also make the argument that Russell Wilson hasn't touched he hasn't touched what the conference ever since the Legion of Boom was there.
Yeah,
So
that's
there's that argument that oh well Russell hasn't been the same since the Legion of Boom, which then again
But then again, I would say, God, that the team overall, not just Russell, hadn't been the same since the
right.
Legion.
That's why that's why I was like I wouldn't make the argument, but I'm just saying you could make that.
Look, some may make that argument. I personally wouldn't because I don't think it's just Russell that was affected by the Legion of Boom.
Oh, okay. So this is what it is, Meg. All Pro is a label given to players who is the best player at their position for that season. So no wonder why it was so like I said, of course he hasn't won a
yeah, because as Stephen has given the list, have a look at the QBs that were
I saw Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan. That's the only person I can say that it's like, wow, Matt Ryan has one over Russell Wilson. No offense to Matt Ryan.
Just looking at that. I mean, you have to be the best player in the year, and generally lead in all passing yards, touchdowns, etc. And your team has to be the best in the. Well, okay, that makes sense then.
That makes sense. So his best time to get it was when y'all won Super Bowls, and unfortunately, like you said, I think what's his name got MVP.
Malcolm Smith.
And who? So isn't it voted up? I think it's voted upon too, Steve. Too. So there's that. So it's like I said, Russell Wilson.
And if you're not Mr. Personality or Mr.
Right,
Russell Wilson, you're not going to get those votes. Yeah, we have best and fairest. Oh, in rugby, it's the best and fairest. It might be a captain's call for best player on field or whatever. Yeah, okay. That's good to know, Stephen. As I said, thank you for all the information you've been putting in the chat there, buddy. Excuse me, that's very good to know. As I said, I've been educated today, God, and that's not a bad thing. I'm still learning, so yeah, all good.
Everybody learns.
That's right.
Right. Apparently, I am too, because I thought all pros just mean people who get selected into the damn Pro Bowl.
I must admit, God, when you said that, I thought, yeah, he's right. That's what it is. And then Stephen, as I said, explained it beautifully in the chat there, which is awesome. So thank you again, Stephen, for educating both God and I, and possibly Hoodie, but Hoodie knows everything, so.
I know Hoodie didn't even say nothing. Hoodie just making us. He's just like, I'm gonna just let them be fools. I'm not
Well,
saying
there
no.
you go. I don't feel so bad now, God, because even your greatest QB, Drew Brees, didn't win an MVP.
Yeah,
So
I know for yeah, I knew that.
Russell doesn't
He
have
won
to
all.
feel
I
so
think he.
bad. But,
Yeah. That's why I don't. That's why I don't like with MVPs. I don't. I don't hold them.
No, I
I don't.
don't think. As you said, God, it's a popularity contest, and
Right.
unless you're those big, sort of big personalities like your Aaron Rodgers types, I can't believe I said his name twice. Ugh. Washing my mouth out with chocolate. You're not going to get noticed to get those votes. I think, to Steve's point, Drew and Russell probably didn't have the big personalities, hence them not getting it. And
Yeah, exactly.
that's not a slight on their personalities. That's just who they are. They don't need
Well,
to
it's
be.
not. It's more of a slight on just humanity. That's how humans work. They
Yeah,
want to see
that's
the
what I'm
most
saying.
flashy stuff.
Yeah, if you're not in my face, I don't notice you, or I don't think. Well, not so much. I don't
Right.
think you matter.
It's like how Aaron Rodgers, how he's always staying so relevant. He's a person that
That's right.
his
He's that different
attitude is
personality. The
is
attitude,
a like
the
right.
arrogance. Yeah, exactly.
It's it's attractive. Not like no homo, like not on no
No,
gay,
and attractive to the media who are
yeah,
looking
exactly.
for a story or whatever. Yep, well said, God, well said.
Hey, Megan and Yana Crazy.
Yep.
So I'm gonna end the show right here because I'm gonna get me some rest and do
Yes,
some more
I need
stuff.
to get something
I got
to
a big
eat,
day
and
tomorrow.
God and I being civil to each other, so I'm sure we'll change our minds tomorrow. But no, it's always good, God. It's always good to have a difference of opinion, even though I think you're. No, I'm not going to finish that.
Oh
because, no, we're keeping it nice and friendly. But no, it's and again, Stephen, thank you for educating me on the ins and outs of the MVPs and all pros and all sorts of things. Yeah.
But Miss Megan, any last words? And then I'll let Yana Crazy go.
Steve Largent is the GOAT. Do not listen to God of Creation because he is a fool. No, pleasure as always. It's good to have you back, Hoodie. I must admit I did get a bit bored without you being online during the move, but completely understandable. And the Bear and I will hopefully be on tomorrow at some point to catch up with you because we're not going shopping tomorrow, I don't think. And yeah, see you, everyone in the chat tomorrow. Go Hawks, always.
Yes, ma'am. Go Hawks and who that to you?
Who dat?
Alrighty. Yana Crazy, man. Any last words, man? Who that?
Man, we getting on 15-2. 15-2. Michael Thomas, the best receiver in the league. Jameis Winston for MVP. And who that?
Who that?
And go Cowboys.
Oh, hell no, he's gonna take it off right after that, saying go Cowboys. But I do want to give a shout out to everybody that was in here tonight, man. 3 hours of live podcast tonight, man. Thank you everybody that came on and talked it up with me tonight. Thank you everybody that was in the chat, put in the questions so we can answer. We was having great conversations up in here tonight. So who that to everybody in here, man. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out if y'all haven't already. And also, make sure you turn your notification bells on and also subscribe if you haven't already because y'all don't want to miss out on any of these great podcasts that we do, on the great giveaways we do on here, which is NFL tickets. We do jersey giveaways, money giveaways, you name it. We do donations to children's hospitals, donations, man, to food banks, etc. We got so much great things going on this channel, and I can't wait to do more on this channel as well. But with that being said, I'll see everybody tomorrow for sure. Just letting y'all know, tomorrow I'm really hoping to have a big crowd tomorrow. Just for everybody can be there and understand what this channel is all about. Not just about Saints to that, I got a bigger picture for this for this channel, man. I got bigger things that I want to do with this. I got a lot of goals I want to accomplish and do. So I hope everybody tunes in tomorrow for that podcast and we can talk about what I want to do, man. Yes, it's gonna be probably a 2-3 hour podcast like always, man. So you're gonna have time to tune in, but man, I got some videos to show you on what I want to do with this channel, and I'm gonna have everything written down on what I want to do, and I'm gonna complete, and check off everything that I have accomplished so far and other things that I want to do with this channel, man. So hopefully I'll see y'all tomorrow, and y'all can tune in for that, man. But with that being said, I love every single one of y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. And like always, all we gotta say here is what, y'all? Who that, baby? Love y'all. Good night. See y'all tomorrow.
Your time is up, our time is now. Say hoodie, you can't see us, our time is now. You hear me? Hoodie Jube in the building shining now. You can't see us, our time is not at all. Your time is up, our time is not. Say hoodie, you can't see us, our time is not. You hear me? Hoodie Jube in the building shining now. That NO, you can't see us, our time is not. Saints going to the Super Bowl, talking black and gold. Cameron Jordan on the field, about to take a QB soul. Alvin Kamara break a tackle, so you know he bold. Mike Thomas catching everything, so you know he cold. The defense elite, D. Davis coming through the line, boy, take a seat. Lattimore in the backfield, so you know that's me. Dumb boys with the Florida leaves, yeah, they gon' eat. Yeah, we talking pyromatic, we talking Marcus May. We in the backfield, we gon' make them pay. Them boys hitting hard, they need an X-ray. Yeah. We talking black and gold, 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 straight to the Super Bowl. Your time is up, our time is now. Say hoodie, you can't see us, our time is now. Woo. Hoodie Jube in the building, we shining now, we shining. You can't see us, our time is now. You hear me? Your time is up, our time is now. Woo. You can't see us, our time is now. Say hoodie Jube in the building, we shining now. You can't see us, our time is now.